Exactly. No, fuck them, 4,000.
Dígame.
Dígame, Connie.
Dígame. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Two Nobodies with a Mic, episode number 21. Thank you guys for joining us. Hello to everyone out there in YouTube world. Please, this is an interactive show. Reach out to us during the show. But let's introduce to my right. I got my right-hand man, Rafa, the guru over here.
Hello.
What's going down, Rafa?
What's going on?
We have the money man, Eddie Money, producer extraordinaire.
Yo.
And then special guest sitting in.
Oh, God.
Yes, my oldest son, who I did not sacrifice. Hawks on the Cobes.
Jesus.
And he does not care. Yeah, happy birthday, Hawks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
So, episode 21, you know what we like to do out there? We like to go over famous episodes. So we're at episode 21, 21 weeks in a row. That's crazy.
Bam.
Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Okay, well, 21, there's a bunch of good ones, but the one that pops in my head right away is Primetime. Neon, 21.
For sure. I'll go Dominique.
Dominique Wilkins?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go Namdi Asmoa.
That's a good one.
Ooh,
That's a
Nanamdi
good
Asamabawa. That's a
pretty
good one.
I was deep.
Hawks.
I'll go Packers C. Wood.
He was
21 on the Packers.
He did.
Wow.
That's a nice pull. All right. I'm going to go Barry Sanders at Oklahoma State.
Wow, these guys. You guys are fucking
Yes.
Eddie says I'm a Charger homer, so LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT, the fake LT.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Anyone else?
I'll get a role player for a Laker role player for Jay since he's not here and go Chris Duhon.
Chris Duhon.
He would say that, though.
Good. He would, 100%.
He was a
would say
dookie. A dookie. What do you got, Hawks?
Tim Duncan.
Ooh, the
big fundamental.
The big fundamental. I'll go Roberto Clemente.
Yeah.
Great 21.
21.
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
KG.
Garnett. KG. Anyone else?
Michael Cooper.
Coop.
Cooper's terrible.
Cooper was the shit.
What was the safety for the Colts? Badass.
Brandon Sanders.
Yeah.
No, Bob Sanders.
Bob Sanders.
Bob Sanders.
Brandon Sanders played for U of A, but he played the same position.
Bob Sanders, yeah.
Bob
Badass.
Sanders. He was pretty good.
How about Roger Clemens? That's a freaking stud. Anyone else? Anyone? Does anyone else have one out there in YouTube land? Is anyone watching out there?
Too early.
We got two people in here right now.
Who do we got?
OFW Aka, Jahil Lifestyle. They just said hi.
What's up?
What's up?
Okay, well that's that. Now let's get into our housekeeping, right? We are the gambling show of record, but we do like to say, Hawks, if you can remember, what do we say, Hawks?
Don't be a loser.
Do not be a loser. And when we say that, that means, listen, that doesn't mean you're not going to lose bets. Everyone loses bets, but play responsibly, people. Bet what you can afford. It's for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Right? Now let's get into some real exciting news, people.
Let 'em have it.
Oh, we don't have our bell. Where's the bell?
It's not here.
Sinead Bird, if you can find that bell. Listen, 5K March Madness giveaway, people. We hit 10K followers on Instagram. Yee.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. We hit it yesterday. 10K, we hit it before. We were kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, Eddie was like, we need 167.
Yes.
Per day.
Like I had the averages all out there, and but listen,
Thank you.
10K. Like it wasn't a month and a half. There you go. It wasn't like what 2 months ago we were stressing out for 500 followers. Now I think on a certain Saturday we almost hit 800 in one day. And that's we got to give credit where credit is due. Jay Bird, who's not here today, our social media manager. Thanks to Jay Bird, he keeps on pumping out hilarious memes.
For sure.
And we've had like crazy people repost us.
Oh, yeah.
We're best friends with George Lopez.
Yeah, George. Yeah,
George Lopez.
We're basically family
Mario
now.
Lopez. I think if your last name is Lopez, you reposted.
Yes. So,
Mel and Michelle say congrats.
thank you, Mel and Michelle, our number one fans. But that's our giveaway, guys. We are still short subscribers on YouTube, right? And if you think about the numbers, we have 10K Instagram followers. I think it's like 10.3 now or 10.4, right?
Wow, already?
Damn.
I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's growing
Climbing.
crazy. All we need is like not even 700 or some 700 subscribers on YouTube. And then we will give away $5,000, 1K to 5 different people. What day again?
So we're going to do it Monday, the week of March Madness. So that is the 13th. Monday, the 13th. If we don't have the 1,000 followers, we're still going to give away $2,500.
Yeah, so listen, that's
So
a
we're
lot
still
of money.
giving away money.
And listen, there's nothing more better than giving away, putting smiles on people's faces.
More better, baby.
The more, the better. And it's so simple. All you have to do is hit a button. That's it. We're not asking for any information. We're not asking you to do anything other than to give us a like, subscribe on YouTube, and we're going to give away 5K, baby. March Madness. Xander Le Silva's in the house. How's you going, Xander? But, man, I am so excited about that, Alpha.
Me too. I'm pumped.
I'm so pumped. I can't wait to give away. And by the way, it's sponsored by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. Thank you to our sponsors. We have a new sponsor we're going to announce later in the show. Very excited to announce that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it could be a lifesaver.
Oh, yeah. They did it to save our lives.
Yes. It's a nutrition company.
Yeah, so they took two fat dudes. They were looking through the internet. They said, these two fat guys can make... Look, they can only win with us.
Yes.
Right? If we're on the product, if we're on the product, we lose weight, they become jillionaires. If we don't lose weight, like, fat fuckers were just drinking and smoking anyway.
Yeah, then we...
So it's a win-win for them.
It's a win-win for them, and it's a win-win for us, honestly. Because
It's going to save our lives.
It's going to save our lives. 2, we've done our research. It's a great, great company. And we would never, ever push anything that we, first of all, wouldn't take ourselves.
Oh, we're going to take it.
And number 2, that wasn't good for you because you know how much we love our subscribers and our followers. We cherish you guys. So that being said, we're going to go right into You're Fired segment.
Oh, for sure.
Brought to you by Pretty Eyes Lashes. If follow Pretty Eyes Lashes on Instagram, we always like to do You're Fired. And anyone want to start? Because I have mine. Who wants to
I'll
start?
go first.
Eddie Money. Go ahead.
I'm going to fire Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a quote. He was like, what do these 3 MVPs all have in common? And they were Dirk, Steve Nash, and Jokic.
Dirk?
Don't say they're white. He said
that's what he's implying, basically.
Because
That's what he said?
Oh, my God.
They didn't directly say that, but
What did he say?
Well, because he was pointing out that the fact that they're all in the top 20.
none of them were like the
scorers.
leading scorers
So,
as the main thing.
Yeah.
well, you know what he's trying to do, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm
he
firing him.
just came out with a book.
What's his book called?
I don't know, Jackknife Jones. I don't know. No, but he came out with a book. It's supposed to be, he came from real humble beginnings, And he's pushing his book. I know he's been on Dan Patrick. So he's trying to do what like Pippen did when he came out. Just say something stupid, outrageous, make the headlines, which he made our show. He made our headlines on our show, Eddie Money.
I mean, we're a couple of nobodies, but still, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. We're talking about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a pretty
So you think he's implying that because they were white?
This is a direct
Fucking
quote.
Larry Bird won an MVP as well.
When
Let's
it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, there are only 3 guys who won the MVP who wasn't top 10 in scoring: Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk. Now, what do those guys have in common? I'll let it sit there and marinate for you to think about it.
Dude,
Oh,
Steve.
what a fucking hater! Listen, when Nash won the MVP, he was okay. 1 year Kobe should have won it, but the year they gave it to Kobe, Nash should have won that.
I agree.
He won 50-something games with no Amari Stoudemire. He was hurt, and he was
bad.
he was a bad motherfucker.
In the playoffs, or like,
Are you
Denver
and
plays
Dirk?
Steve
And
Nash,
you know
bro?
what?
And
Fuck.
Joker, is he out of his mind? He wishes that he was a quarter
Yeah,
of the
seriously.
player that any of those 3 guys were.
Joker's.
I'll take it a step farther. When Kobe didn't win it and Nash won it, the real fucking MVP was Shaq. He should have won like 5 in a row. His numbers were out of control. But
You can't give it to the same guy all the time,
yeah,
right?
but I think he was freaking robbed. Shaq should have got it all those freaking times. But
I
it is
agree with
what
you.
it is. So
Yes.
so that's that. You want to go next with You're Fired?
Yeah. Anthony Davis. Surprising. He always gets fired on our show.
It's like his 8th firing on the show.
Bro, this fucking guy, dude, he sits out the game.
Okay, wait,
against-
hold on. Before you fire him, can I add context?
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
So, according to Darvin Ham, it was the scheduled sitting from weeks prior.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's what Darvin Ham
How
said.
stupid does that sound, though?
It sounds stupid. I agree.
How stupid? That's stupid.
He said AD was
schedule your fucking
begging to play.
Bro,
but they made him sit out that
It's
game.
like the
That's-
third game after the All-Star break. What are you begging for?
Yeah, I saw
Bro,
that.
are you kidding?
I saw that.
Dude, all right.
I agree with you, by the way.
To me, Shai wasn't. Gilchrist Alexander wasn't playing
But
for Oklahoma, right?
He was sick. He had, or not sick, but he had
Yeah, he sat,
Yeah.
right? And he would have played if he could have. So he sat, and Russell's not playing, and LeBron's not playing. I mean, yeah, you're playing the Thunder have already beat them a handful of times this
Yeah,
year.
seriously.
Bro, you got to go out there and play and show that you're the best player on that team with nobody out there. He could have shined on that. They shined. They won the game. But he could have and should have
And-
shined and showed his team something.
if they lose that game, they're done.
Bro,
If they lose that game,
I don't know if they're done,
but
but
it puts them in
you
a
can't
hole.
do
It
this
puts
shit.
them in a hole. That
Oh,
was
yeah, no,
that
for
was
sure.
a must win.
No, they won the game right, and he said, bro, it's the point that he set. It's leading up to it. What
Yeah.
if they lose that game?
Exactly, yeah.
How do you stare at your guys in the locker room
Bro,
like
and
when you could have played?
he's not a leader. We know that,
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But
That's a fact.
bro, think about it. If LeBron's out 3 weeks, they're going to evaluate in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Think about that. Season's fucking over
Yeah.
in 4
I think 5
or 5.
Yeah,
So, dude, and how much faith does your younger guys have in you? Like, oh, fuck this dude.
and everyone. I mean, come on.
I would.
You have to be living in a bubble to realize that the camera's going to be on you every timeout break, every 3-point, every defensive play not made. The camera goes right to him.
Was he there at the game?
Yes.
Oh, he was there. So, what the fuck?
He was there, and
Oh,
it's just,
dude.
and it's just. I mean, luckily they, like Jacob said, luckily they won, because what a disaster.
Yeah, it would have been huge. It would have been
Yeah.
like, wow.
And Pelinka actually did his job and put a team together.
Some sort of a team, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a decent roster.
yeah.
I think so. When they're all healthy,
Oh, yeah.
they can.
They're
they,
solid.
They can make it work.
So you fired AD
100% every week.
I am going to fire Lawrence Frank, Clippers GM. We talked about this earlier, right? I said that Russell Westbrook would be too divisive in the locker room, and I don't think it's a locker room
not a
thing.
locker room thing.
It's
No.
So there's
He's a good dude.
there's a stat.
I agree with you there.
There's a stat. It's not divisive in the locker room. I do agree he's a good dude. It's just his turnovers in opportune times, he's frustrating as hell. And if you're a teammate, you get frustrated, especially when he's just throwing balls off the side of the backboard, throwing passes 10 feet over guys' heads. You know, the turnovers are crazy. So I heard a crazy stat today. Okay, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Russell have played for 98 minutes. I think it's been, 5 or 6 games? But Four games. But the total minute of them playing together has been 98 minutes. They have 42 turnovers in those 98 minutes.
That's crazy, but
I'm not saying, obviously not all his fault.
I think it's a little harsh to fire the GM, just because I think everybody keeps giving this guy a fucking pass, and I was gonna fire him except that AD's a fucking piece of shit. So, and I don't. And people are like, oh my god, look at these fat guys talking about athletes. They get paid, bro. I get up in the morning and I go to work. Doesn't matter what it is. He gets paid millions of dollars to go play, and he doesn't play. I think Tyronn Lue keeps getting a pass. He keeps getting a pass. He cannot fucking coach. He can't coach. He took a team. When he won the title, dude, David Blatt coached that team all the way to the finals, and it was just LeBron and Dellavedova. And they were up 2-1 in the series. Yes. And then you fire him midseason, and they win the title. The only one that won the title, Draymond, got suspended. So now, Lue's a great coach. Yeah. No, he can't coach these guys. When you sign Russell Westbrook, you had to have sat with him and said, hey, this is the way this team's going to go is the way I run it.
Yes.
This is what our plan for you is. Now, if that's your plan, that was stupid.
Yeah, if that's a plan, then I don't know what he's doing, because you can't start Westbrook. You can't have him start the game.
I always think that...
And have him in the late game when it's crucial.
Well, he's been in both. He's started and he's been in late.
Exactly, yeah.
He's been in late, which I said the other day, he shouldn't be in late. He shouldn't be in late, and there's a lot of situations where you don't need to be in late. Yeah. But then yesterday, if you watch they're up 11 at halftime. They blow that game in the third.
Yes.
It wasn't... They just couldn't defend.
Yeah.
Right? They couldn't defend them. And then when you start the fourth quarter...
on offense...
You're taking terrible shots.
Draymond's 10 feet back in the paint.
No, that's bad. But they were doing that with a lead already.
Well, listen, we'll get into that later. That's our NBA segment. We're still in You're Fired, brought to you by Pretty Ice Lashes.
So, you fired Lauren Franks.
You fired AD. You fired Kendrick Perkins, also known as the... Have you ever seen the NFL... Marcus Spears and Perkins in the same room.
Oh, man.
They look exactly alike.
I want to apologize in advance to Marcus Spears, who's a good person.
I like him, actually.
And Perkins is an asshole.
Yeah. Spears is a good dude.
So, go ahead, Hawks.
I'm going to fire the Memphis Grizzlies.
Wow. The whole
team.
I'm just so tired.
From top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Wow.
Well, no, the players.
Not the coach?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, they're just...
Explain yourself.
They've won nothing.
And they talk shit.
But they talk the most shit in the league. Dylan Brooks, piece of shit. I'm sorry, Dylan Brooks. I can't stand you, bro. I really can't. I can't stand you.
Whoa.
And John Morant, what are you doing, bro? John Morant...
Studio gangster.
That is a fact.
He's banging on 17-year-old kids.
Dude.
What's
going on?
When that kid's dad gets out of prison, he's coming for you.
Dude.
He's coming for you.
At least win something first and then talk all the shit you want. But they've won nothing, and they talk the most shit in the league.
Yeah. There's teams like
Dylan
that,
Brooks came out today on ESPN saying, I hate Draymond Green. He's this, he's that. It's like, dude,
who cares?
No, everybody hates Draymond, but I know, you don't have a right to say you can't say that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody, it's like common knowledge. Everybody hates Draymond, but you can't say it. You're not good enough to say it.
Yeah, exactly. And just for that, come on, man.
And by the way, Draymond wants you to hate him.
Oh, 100%.
That's his game.
He loves it.
He loves that shit. So you're just playing right into his hands.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, the Grizzlies.
Good fire. Xander, you have any firings? Anyone you want to fire for the segment brought to you by Pretty Ice Lashes?
I would have to agree with the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies fired. We're gonna second that firing.
I'm gonna have to second that because it's just, and they seem to be beefing with the Warriors all the time, but they didn't really do anything against them. That series went to 6 at the most or 5.
6, and Morant got hurt, but 6? I know.
Still,
what you
yeah,
mean.
there's not. You gotta.
There's not real
You have
any.
to establish yourself first
There's
before you
nothing
start
there.
climbing
Yeah.
that ladder and start talking. So yeah, I would say the Grizzlies as well.
That is You're Fired, brought to you by Pretty As. That's a great segment, guys. We haven't done that in a couple of weeks. We need to be consistent on that
We need to
because
start firing more.
everyone, yes,
That's what we need to do.
unemployment rate needs to go up a little
Bring
bit.
back bullying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put that on a hashtag.
Yeah.
I'm good with that shit.
Put that on
God.
a t-shirt.
Yes.
I'm way good with
back
that right
bullying.
there.
So
That's your son.
I was just handed a special announcement.
Okay.
Oh,
Because everyone knows what we think about the best thin crust pizza in Southern California, Julio's Pizza in Cerritos, and I was just handed a handwritten note with our delivery.
Wow.
wow.
It says, we appreciate your loyalty to Julio's Pizza. Just so you know, we have added 2 extra pizzas, Mary's favorite topping. We doubled your order, wings, and also gave you some desserts. We hope you guys enjoy it.
God bless you, Mary.
Love always, Mary and Veronica, our favorite waitress. Mary and Veronica. Thank you guys so much. We love Julio's, and you need to love Julio's too. If you haven't gone yet, and you are a pizza connoisseur, as we are. Listen,
But hey,
yes,
our life's changing.
our lives
life's
changing. But
changing.
listen, but you know what? For some reason, like when I eat Julio's,
You feel better?
no, it's like a guilt. It's not as guilty because the
Guilt-free meal.
It's a guilt because the crust is so thin. It's just
It
not.
almost doesn't count.
It almost doesn't count. Yes,
Calories don't count when it's thin crust.
yes. So listen, everybody. If you haven't gone yet, Julio's Pizza. Thank you to Mary. We appreciate you guys so much. They've been an amazing sponsor for us. We usually try to go there in person, have a couple beers. Today was hectic.
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz's of tires popping all over the road, and it was just crazy. But thank you, Julio's Pizza. We appreciate Ziggy, Mary, Veronica. Well, hope to see you next Friday. We will be there in person, and thank you guys again. That was very, very nice of them to do that for us. Now, let's go into our favorite segment of the show, brought to you by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. We have our shoot around the NFL Combine, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a draftnik. You could be a draftnik too.
I
I've been
did 72 mock drafts today. Today.
honestly, I woke up in the middle of the night and I did about 4 mock drafts on PFN, all graded A's.
Drafted corners every fucking
I drafted 3 corners, baby, in the first 4 rounds. So, listen, if you're living in a cave, you know, the NFL does an amazing job of doing their off season, right? There's always something. And right now, in Indy, the combine is here, and I mean, it is a straight up meat market.
He's going down.
They put you on the table, they pull at you, they measure you. I mean, they get into your
4.2.
woo DJ Turner from
So we got it on
Michigan,
the screen.
baby.
We're watching the replay from today, and
Yes, this
DJ Turner, corner out of Michigan,
just busted out a
4.27 monster.
I mean, boy, was
That's going to be the
look
fastest time of the weekend.
Look at that. He just exploded.
You think a receiver beats that?
Dude, here I've always said this, okay? And I think Jacob said it a couple of weeks ago. I believe that the best athlete in professional sports is
Cornerback.
a cornerback in the NFL. Why? Because you're going against, I mean, listen, NBA, you have to be athletic. Baseball, you have to be an athlete. But to cover Jerry Rice when he knows where he's going,
Nobody did.
and you're doing okay, yeah, good point.
Nobody
But
did.
to
That's
cover
the point, though. It's the hardest thing to
it's
do.
the hardest thing to do because one, you're dealing with a freak athlete in front of you. He knows where he's going. 2, you got to do it backwards,
Right.
and you don't know where he's going. You just have to be. It is just, and we talked about this earlier. More and more high school kids and college kids are understanding that it pays more to be a DB than it is to be a receiver.
Oh, for sure. The corners are getting taller. You can see them clearly. There's guys 6'1", 6'2". Man, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, a lot of the guys were fucking
5'9", 5'10". Yeah.
5'11".
A long corner was 5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But so we're at the combine. I think it's day 2 or day 3. Yesterday was D linemen and linebackers. Quarterbacks tomorrow, correct?
That's going to be the good one.
Now, every team has already interviewed every quarterback, but everyone's freaking out, right? Everyone's throwing out game film. A bunch of GMs are actually seeing these guys in person, and they're realizing how small Bryce is. Bryce Young from
Alabama.
Modern day.
Alabama.
I'd go back.
Cathedral
High School freshman year, baby. So, listen, we have been lucky enough to watch this kid play in person against St. John Bosco twice a year.
Torched.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, DJ got him twice in the career, right? We got him a couple times. But this kid, he's a magician, Rafa.
I like him. I think he's the smartest quarterback in the draft. He's not the biggest. He doesn't have the best arm, right? But I think he's the smartest quarterback.
Well, Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, famous coach, Texans, and now he was Alabama's offensive coordinator. He actually said in an interview, he's like, I feel like I have to do extra studying because he's going to call me out on shit. Like he's making the coach work harder because he studies film so much.
He's undersized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still think I still pick him 1.
Really?
Oh yeah. Because I think if I'm the Colts, he plays for me week 1. Oh yeah.
I think he plays
100%.
I think he plays week 1 no matter where he goes because he's going to be prepared.
He will be prepared. And he's going to come in
mentally prepared.
Oh, 100%.
His only questions are his physical
his height.
stature.
That's it. It's his height.
That's true.
If he was Stroud's height, bro, he wouldn't even need to show up to this
people
shit.
aren't saying height anymore. People are saying that it's like his stature, his size. Like they're saying that he's too small physically.
So I guess he came in weighing at 200 pounds, but he knew that coming in. And he wasn't working out. So there's no way he plays at 200. He's got
to be at 210, 215.
No, he bulked up. He put lead in his freaking socks to weigh 200 pounds. When he plays,
You don't think he's going to get bigger?
I mean, eventually,
he's gonna have to.
But when he plays, he plays at like 185.
He's going to be sweating. He's going to be wet.
Listen, I mean,
you don't think he's going to get bigger?
Well, he's been the same size for. I mean, we all get bigger as we get older, right? But he's not. He's an athlete.
I still like him at 1.
I agree with you. I think I would take him at 1 also. Because
I would too.
Because no one would be mad at you for doing that. Like you can't get fired for taking him number 1. You can't get fired for that.
I'd like him at. All right, I like Stroud as well.
Yeah.
Those are the two guys I like.
Yeah.
But if I'm the Colts and I take Stroud, I would feel different. I'd feel better taking Bryce Young to start him day 1. And I don't think the Colts are that far away either.
No,
the overall roster of the team, right?
The stud linebacker didn't play last year. He was the best linebacker in the league.
Taylor didn't finish this year.
Yeah,
and
Taylor,
top 3-4 running back.
I mean, they're probably a couple receivers away, right? They had a great offensive line.
They have corners.
Yeah.
No.
So their issues have been at quarterback for a long time since Andrew Luck left.
Colts come up to 1 and take Bryce Young. What do you think?
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me. There's a lot of talk today that people are saying Fields might get traded.
No way.
No.
Because here's a theory, Rafa. Here's a theory. So let's say Fields and Bryce come out the same year. Let's say they were both in the draft this year. Who do you take? Fields?
I would have, if
or
they would have
Bryce?
been in the draft last year. If Bryce Young's in the draft last year, I would have taken Bryce Young.
Okay, so here's what people are saying now. Because Fields now has been in the league for 2 years. He has to get paid. His rookie deal is running out. So
this is his second year, isn't it?
Yes. So next year's 3.
It's a 4-year.
It's a 4-year deal, right? So he's closer to getting paid. So what you do is you trade Fields to somebody.
Are we sure this is Fields going to be his 3rd season?
This will be his third season. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So So now, think about it. You trade him.
No, you
Okay,
can't.
but
You
can't
get
trade
if-
him.
if-
You're not getting.
who's gonna take Fields though?
I agree. Nobody.
It doesn't
Nobody.
matter. It doesn't
does
matter.
matter.
No, it does matter.
It does matter.
You don't think you can get
So-
you
Let
don't
me
think
ask
you
you
can
something.
get a second round pick for him?
No,
I wouldn't take a second round pick.
so
I need a 1 for me. But
If
I
you're the
watched-
Raiders, second round pick for Fields?
no, hell no,
no.
hell no. When you watched him
That's what I'm
play
saying.
last
He
year,
has no value, really.
no, I think he does. No, you're crazy. I think he has a lot of value.
Who's taking him?
I think if you watched
Who
him
would want
last year,
Fields?
bro, I'm okay with Fields.
Atlanta.
What if the Ravens?
Atlanta. Ravens fits
The Ravens
perfect.
are not doing that anymore. If they don't sign Lamar, they're gonna walk away from that style quarterback. They have to.
Yeah.
But I think this is what Fields. If you watched him last year, dude, he had some fucking games.
Oh,
He
dude,
has-
he had some.
the game
he
against
has
Dallas.
no-
Yeah, you guys just said he's
Yeah.
not worth the second round pick.
He said that. I think he's worth the second.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
To me, if I'm the Bears, I have to get a first round pick for
Yeah.
Fields.
You have to.
So then why wouldn't you get Young? I mean, it makes sense, dude.
If I'm the Bears, no, man. I trade out of that and get
Yes.
value.
You need.
And to put around.
But here's the thing.
He can play.
So now you have a rookie quarterback on a 4-year deal again. It's like you hit the reset button.
Then you suck again for
your
like.
roster still sucks.
Your roster's still horrible.
Your roster still sucks. You're not the Colts. The Colts have
but
pieces.
your roster still sucks. Now you just added another draft pick.
How much?
And you
how
got
much better
and you got
is
a
he
better
than
quarterback.
No,
Fields?
you're not adding a draft. Well,
Yeah, you
okay,
are.
you're adding one.
Yes, you are.
But Fields has been there, and Fields showed enough, I think, to get to not.
That dude has no help. That dude has no help.
None.
I agree, but I'm saying, listen,
Dude,
I'm
he
not
had
saying they
games.
should, but it's an interesting
No.
option.
Not for me.
Stroud even said like
I
that
traded
dude can
the-
play. I'm not going to the Bears.
What are the Colts giving me to move to 1? Who's willing to offer to get to 1?
So if the Colts move up, obviously they got to swap picks and probably a number 1 next year, even to move up 4 spots. That's
From 4 to 1, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
For sure.
It's a
No, yeah,
crazy
it's
price.
It's the number 1 pick. I mean,
But I mean, if you believe in Bryce that much, listen,
he's
If I'm
not
the
that much better
Colts-
than Fields. He's not that much better than Fields. You're probably getting someone,
total different quarterback.
Totally different.
but he's not that much better than
I-
Fields.
We don't
No,
know that.
I wouldn't. If I'm the Bears, I don't do that
Yeah,
because
I wouldn't do it.
I like the way Fields play, and my roster's still shit.
Yeah,
like the whole roster shit, the whole thing. Like the Colts, it's worth it for them to give up whatever they're going to give up to move to 1 because they have Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
They have Jonathan Taylor, their offensive line, the defensive line.
They're-
They can add the missing pieces with free agents and later on in the draft.
Eddie Money, what pick do the Bears have? Because they traded away Roquan.
The Bears are number 1.
But that's a second round pick.
No, no.
I think, the Roquan trade, right?
Did they get a second round
I thought
pick?
so, but we can check
Do they
that.
only have 1 pick in
First
the
round?
first round?
I'm sure they. I think so.
I feel like they have 2 for some reason. Just one.
Just one. They got the first, and then the second round they had the 55th.
So they don't
That
have
was
their.
from the Ravens.
So
Yeah,
what, they
trade
don't have
back.
their. They don't have the first pick in the second round.
No.
Who has the first pick in the second round?
Interesting.
Trade
Don't
back.
say the Steelers.
Trade back. You have to
Please
trade
don't
back.
say the Steelers.
No, not the Steelers. I think the Dolphins had to give up their pick, which was very.
They did. They did. So there's
Yeah.
31 picks in the first
Yeah,
round.
yeah. So technically,
Who's technically the 32nd pick of the draft?
yeah.
That can't be. So they don't. They pick first and 55.
Yeah, trade back.
What happened to 32?
I don't know.
Who did you give
Eddie?
that to?
Eddie, we're dying over
Eddie,
here.
did your fucking computer just
you're
fucking-
killing us with the suspense over here,
Guys, by the way, I
Trade-
wanted to address that I'm drinking wine tonight.
Yes,
which
yes.
is rare because I don't drink wine. But there was a last minute stumble on the alcohol.
Oh, this is not a stumble for me. This is great.
Not for you.
Stumbled
but
right
I
onto
didn't have
this
time to stop anywhere.
Pittsburgh has it.
I knew it. They gave up a second round pick for Claypool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, them motherfuckers! I bumped their heads.
They did.
I remember.
Oh,
They basically
my
just did a
God.
reset because Clay was he was a second round pick, wasn't he? So they just like restarted.
They reset life.
Wow. Well, he
So-
did say
wow.
he was the top 3 receiver in the league.
Boom! Not anymore.
Not even on his
and he didn't
team.
do shit.
Why was the end of the season? You're coming to a new team, different offense. Your quarterback's running all over
I
the
mean,
place.
they had to do something because they had nobody on that team.
So the Colts have the 4 pick, and then where else? Anywhere else in the first round? No, right?
The Colts.
No, right?
I don't think so.
So the Colts give them, so they go to 4. The Bears go down to 4, which they can then take
A second, a first.
They can take next year's first, and maybe this year's third.
But you guys see what I'm saying, right? You guys see, like, I understand the logic of, I don't think they're going to do it, but it's an interesting option if they were to say, let's trade Fields for a first-round pick, reset the button with Bryce, and we get...
They're already reset, though.
It's too early of a reset.
They're already
Too early of a reset.
You don't have Jamarcus Russell.
Not if... Listen.
Yeah, like you're...
Listen, he said some stupid shit at the beginning of the year, Fields. Remember, he's like...
I don't give a shit. Show me the game. Watch the game when he played at Dallas.
He did it all by himself, yeah.
Bro, he was in that game until...
Yeah. And he has a good arm. So, yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
And you added Claypool, which you gave up a second-round pick for.
That's
which
crazy.
is technically a first round.
Regrets.
Do
you
guys think
Well, we'll see.
with what has happened with Jalen Carter, do you think that affects trade value of different picks?
Yeah,
versus
number 7
that are focusing defense?
So let's talk about Jalen Carter right now. If you guys don't know, the consensus number 1 pick to the Bears, this is why we're talking about this, is if you remember this was right after the national championship. There was a tragedy. One of the players, and she was like a scout or something. They died in a car crash like at 2 a.m. And that's all we really heard. Tragedy, didn't hear anything about it. Now the combine comes, and the day of the combine, and Jalen Carter, the consensus number 1 pick to the Bears, come to find out there's a warrant for his arrest. That he was racing with the teammate and their car, and they're going like 100 miles an hour down the street.
Oh, those track hawks are flying.
And it's a track hawk. If you
$100,000 Jeep.
It's a Jeep with like a freaking rocket engine in there. But so listen, that is affecting. He is dropping down the boards because listen, character. There's especially after what happened with Ruggs. Listen, we don't know if he caused the accident. We just know they were racing.
Right.
And he had a warrant for a couple misdemeanors.
Those are only misdemeanors in Georgia.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's going to drop, I believe, but I don't think he gets any lower than like 10 to 15. Which, I mean...
That's a big drop, but money's different.
Yeah.
Money's huge. It's a huge... He lost a whole lot of money, man.
Well, the Bears, I think... I don't know. I feel like the Bears now can take him at 4 and get a bunch of draft capital.
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing: no one wants to take
that issue.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot of headaches. Especially, it's just so much. You're in a microscope. You're in that, and you're gonna have moms against drunk drivers. You're gonna have
all sorts of shit.
And it's a real thing, man. Like if that, you gotta have. Listen, you're dealing with 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old kids. Listen, except for I was
with
perfect.
NIL deals.
With NIL,
he's driving $100,000 plus Jeep.
Yes. So listen, we make mistakes, right? This mistake is going to cost him, but has his talent got any worse? No. So
no, but he's going to have court dates.
He's going to have court dates.
Some practice.
Yep.
No, but you're probably right. I don't even know if he gets to 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Pete Carroll will take that on.
Yeah, I would. Shit.
I mean, listen.
It's not the Raiders.
No, you can't.
You can't. Are you kidding?
You cannot.
Not a Raider. Not the Raiders. Bro, you'd have fucking people outside, Ruggs and fucking Carter.
You cannot.
Bro, they're going to show up with 100 crashed cars with tow trucks outside
By the way, like NFL memes, the ghetto Gronk, he busted out. As soon as that came out, it was like they showed like a lamp. Have you ever seen that meme with the Lamborghini going down like a empty street doing like 300 miles an hour?
No.
And it said Raiders on the way to go get Carter. Yes.
On.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
There was another one.
So
it was from like
up.
the Modern Warfare 2 mission where they're like going to break one of their soldiers out of jail, and it was like the Raiders on the way to get Jalen Carter.
Yeah, I mean, there's immediately people thought Carter Raiders because of what's going on.
Yeah.
And if you're the Raiders, I mean, shit, 100. That would be a gift at 7. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, but you can't take it.
But you can't do it. You can't do it.
Okay, I can't do it.
Let's talk about the other quarterbacks in this draft.
Wait, quick question. Predict the QB order taken.
Oh, it's tough.
So you have one, Bryce Young.
Okay, I think it's
And
going
then
to
second to me, Stroud, probably, I'm assuming.
I'm going to go Stroud, Young, Stroud, Levis, Richardson.
Really?
Yeah, I think Levis is going to show out tomorrow.
He should.
I think he's going to show out tomorrow. He was a lot better in 2021 than he was in 2022.
Yeah.
Richardson's never been that good.
Father?
But
I got. So I think the first 3 picks in the draft will be 3 quarterbacks, and it's not going to be what you think they are.
Okay, let's go.
I got
hear it.
AR-15 at
number one.
Number
Oh, my
one.
God.
He is going to
People
blow
are
your
into
mind.
it.
for sure.
He is going
Bro.
to blow your mind. Listen, I'm not saying it's warranted or
Or it's real. You're-
but
you're
it's
saying.
all. I think there's gonna be some GMs with wet freaking pants. tomorrow.
No,
When
there's no way.
I don't know. His
The Colts
odds
are not trading.
It's a little too suspicious how much of a jump his odds.
So
were.
what,
Bro,
Eddie? What did his odds start at?
They were at
to be
plus
the number 1 pick,
15,000. Now they're at plus 700.
dude. I'm
That's
telling you.
that's a little
People
too.
are drinking the juice, Rafa.
Dude,
people-
you drink all the juice
They're
you want.
drinking
You're-
the juice, Rafa.
Listen, there's not every day does a 6'4" dude who weighs 220, who has a rocket launcher for an arm. His arm strength is maybe better than anyone in the draft. His arm is better than anyone in the draft.
So was Jamarcus Russell's.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that go down?
They're built differently. They're different
That's
quarterbacks.
That's a different animal.
You're right. Jamarcus Russell was actually good in college. That's the fuck.
You know, he had a good team.
Odie has CJ Stroud going first.
Look at Odie.
Look at
Dude,
Odie.
Odie, give me a team, Odie.
Odie, you know who's dropping? So I never gave you my first. AR-15, Bryce, and Levitz will be the first 3 picks in the draft.
Stroud is
I think
dropping.
Stroud drops to 7 to the Raiders.
Because
think
of the
Levis goes
because of the
before.
Michael Vick deal.
No, I just
People
think
are yeah, but I've heard the same thing is that he's dropping because of just his play is not as
he
good.
just doesn't have the flashy. Listen, so AR-15 obviously has
Crazy highlights,
His
yeah.
highlights. Okay, Bryce is the most ready, and Levis.
most accurate. Probably.
Everyone's talking about Bill's quarterback, best release, strong
Allen.
arm.
Josh Allen?
There's
He
everyone's
doesn't move like that.
Everyone's saying he's the next Josh Allen. Stroud, who I think is a freaking stud. He almost beat Georgia. Should have beat Georgia.
He fucking that.
He did beat
I don't want to
Georgia.
see you on video. I
He
want to
did.
see that game.
Yes.
That's the last game he saw. That should be your last impression.
Yeah.
It was Georgia, bro. It wasn't Purdue.
Yes.
It wasn't Iowa.
Number one
It
pick.
was Georgia.
Everywhere on that field.
national TV.
Everywhere.
That was the championship game.
That was.
Oh, we knew that.
Now, I mean, look at who he was playing against. He's playing against Ringo. He's playing against
Carter.
He's
Carter.
playing against Carter.
Davis.
He's playing against Nolan. That
Davis.
freaking
Nolan Davis. we
Nolan
didn't mention
Davis,
that.
Monster.
who we're going to talk about.
Oh, Fred
So,
said Stroud to the Ravens.
Stroud.
They don't do that again, Fred. I'm sorry to tell you, bro, but there's no
But
way.
Stroud isn't really a runner though.
He's not. He's,
Yeah, but
he's
dude,
the least mobile of all
There
of them.
is
Yeah.
no way that Stroud's dropping all the way to the Ravens pick.
Unless
There's
they,
no way.
They,
the
they trade up.
Yeah,
the Ravens don't do that.
They would have to.
They're not doing that.
So there was a bunch of news coming out in the Ravens camp today, and it's pandemonium.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
Let's Let's hear it.
So the GM came out today and admitted and this is Eddie's words. He's like, we have been really bad at drafting pass catchers. They admittedly something's going on in that organization where I don't know what's going to happen now because there's
But now they have.
everyone's talking.
Yeah.
The players are coming out and saying, we haven't got enough help. That they've drafted really bad, which is odd for the Ravens to say because they've drafted really well, except for receivers. They've missed on a bunch, right?
Well,
Bateman can play.
Yeah, but when was the last? Where have the Ravens chosen receivers in the draft exactly?
They took
Bateman,
Where?
Bateman.
Where?
first round.
And he can play. He's good. He was just hurt.
Well, he hasn't proven it.
There's a reason why a lot of their players and receivers are hurt.
Yeah, they're saying that
Their strength team is F minus.
Oh,
Like,
did they get the worst?
yeah,
that was the worst. There was a vet. I forgot who it was, but he said he had he wasn't injured his whole career. Gets traded to the Ravens, and then he has a season-ending injury.
So we're gonna get into that. There was something called, what is that called, Eddie? What was it called?
NFLPA Players Association grade report for each team.
Yes.
Now these are from the players.
Yeah, it's about
we know who the
15
biggest-
or 1,600 players like combined.
They give you a survey, and it's like, how rate your company. How's the facilities? How's the coaches? How's the food? How's
The travel.
So this will show you how big of a baby some of these guys are, by the way.
Well, I mean,
The Raiders.
what do you
100%.
The Raiders are the top
The
three.
coach kept us too long.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see
It's
that.
such a pussy ass shit to
But
say.
if you've seen a bunch of the shit, like the Cardinals graded horribly. They had a rat infestation
Yeah.
in their
Wow.
like really bad.
The Bengals is not surprising.
The
I've
Bengals-
heard a lot of stories about
Yes,
them.
the Bengals are the only team that they charge you for dinner. They take it out of your pay.
The players?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul Brown. Come on,
Dude,
guys.
but that's been going on. We've
Forever.
heard that.
What's his
Rich
name?
Ocho.
Scooter Sprott. Rich is your Nino's who played for them. He said it's the worst. He's the cheapest owner in the world.
and now he's got to pay 3 guys.
Yeah. Like,
So how's
dude,
that gonna go down?
imagine like they don't even feed you. Like, are you kidding me? That's freaking crazy. So
who's the receiver from the Bengals?
T. Higgins?
No. He's older.
Ocho?
Ocho.
The other one-
Usmanzada.
Usmanzada.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone on.
He's been banging that
podcasts,
drum.
and he's been saying that forever.
Yeah,
He's been banging that drum forever. Santa Monica City College, by the way.
Yeah, Oregon
Usmanzada.
State.
Yes, go Beavs.
The team ranked worst was the Redskins.
That's not
Shocker.
surprising.
Shocker.
Yeah, because of Sean Taylor fucking
Surprise.
the statue of Sean Taylor.
That's so
The
bad.
Nike
21, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
21, talk to me. So here we go, people. Let's go over this NFL player team report cards. Okay, Vikings shockingly get the best grade, their first overall.
That's not shocking.
That's not shocking.
They were a
Okay.
good team.
Brand new stadium. Facilities are
Dolphins number 2, Raiders 3, which is a shocker.
That was a shocker for me.
But if you think about it, they say the best facilities,
Team travel A+. That's
best
important.
facilities. They treat you.
Players
know,
always say it too in the league.
I saw, the travel for the Raiders. Everyone gets their own room. Everyone has like first class seats, and there's enough space.
Look at Mark
stuff like
Davis.
Look at you. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at
Who
us.
would have thought?
Who'd have thought? Look at us. And guess what? You don't have to pay taxes in Nevada either, Rafa.
Hey, I know.
Tell everyone to come to the Raiders.
Dude, listen, I said this was the best move for the Raiders. One, because the tax thing, for sure. You get an automatic raise. You get paid more. There's only, 3 or 4 states? Florida.
There's a lot.
But in the NFL, though. Is it
In the
Texas.
NFL,
Is it
Florida,
Texas?
Texas,
in Tennessee or
Tennessee should be there.
And
then Nevada.
in Nevada? So, yeah, only 4 states. So that's a huge deal.
NFL with NFL teams, I think it is.
Commanders come in last. I'll tell you what the shocker is, but it's not so shocking, is Chiefs
That was my shocker.
coming in, 4th to last.
Team travel
Team
F.
travel F.
Yes.
D- locker room. That stadium's old as shit.
Weight room, C+.
Training staff D-. Well, because they got cheeseburgers in every training staff. Training room D+. Strength coaches though get an A. Weight room C+. Food and service D+.
Team travel F. How do you
Treatment of families a B.
What are you flying freaking coach? Like,
Dude, there's only
how do you get an F in team travel?
there's only 2 teams in the entire league, or 3 teams in the league that got an A for treatment of family. By the way,
Yeah, Raiders didn't even do that good.
No.
Which one was it? San Francisco.
Minnesota, Buffalo,
Really?
and there
Steelers?
was 3, and the Panthers.
What?
Yeah.
They just got a new owner.
The owner, the last one wasn't that bad. Then obviously was the Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
I thought this was super interesting, right? This is the first time I've heard of this deal. But super cool. Listen, Raiders, there's no excuses now. We need a quarterback. We need a quarterback.
Tampa is also at the bottom.
Yeah,
The
man.
Rams as well.
The Chargers,
Chargers, no shock.
because they don't have the facilities.
What, bro?
Dude,
The owner sucks.
And the owner sucks. Good point. But yeah,
owner's trash.
Like I heard that the weight room is like an old office building that they converted. Like they need, they need. I've worked right there, and
They got to spend the money, man.
yeah, you're making freaking money. Oh, hand over fist. If there's a reason it's a billionaires club,
They're paying rent.
You're
What do you mean
You're
they're making
printing money. If you're an owner in the NFL, you are printing cash. It's
Straight cash,
and
baby.
there's no excuse to treat. There's no excuse to charge your fucking guys for food.
No, that's terrible.
I mean, maybe Julio's needs to sponsor.
The Chargers, right?
Chargers,
Send
yes.
over some pies after
Yes.
every fucking practice.
God, that's so crazy, man. But that's some interesting stuff.
Texans, by the way, were 4th on the list.
Really,
4th. Can you believe it?
that's crazy too, man.
4th.
How are they always bad then?
Well, their players are too fucking happy.
yeah,
If your players are too happy, you almost sucked.
yeah. The
You would
Bengals?
think the Redskins would be the best team then.
So the
That's not true at all because the Redskins were actually in almost every fucking game.
So the biggest gripe about the Raiders was, because they came in third, was that the coaching staff. One, that McDaniels kept them longer than everybody. Like, he took more time than most coaches.
Maybe they needed more work.
And two, well, obviously they
Yeah,
did.
seriously.
And two, he wasn't easy to talk to or something like that. Which,
Talk to about what?
exactly, it's just...
Hey, coach, you know what I was
It's
thinking?
bullshit. It makes you look...
You know what I
it
was
makes you look... real-
Soft.
You know what?
Sounds like Carr was
Derek
in that,
Carr
was
is
in that
probably-
poll.
That-
Yeah.
That's all car.
Yeah,
He
all
would've-
Clark.
he
That's
would've every
all
time.
car. Bro, he
He said-
said all the linemen are a Rolex. Guys, say that the coaches were bad.
Yeah.
That's what Carr
That's
did.
so-
McDaniels is
believable,
so
though.
mean.
That's
dude.
so believable, actually. Like, I believe it. I believe you, Rafa, to
He's
be honest.
so
Oh, God.
mean.
He's
Oh,
terrible.
God, where is he gonna go, Rafa? Where is he gonna survive? in
Dude,
this
I
league?
don't even know. at this
Whatever
point.
He's going to the
City?
Jets. He's going to the Jets.
No.
The
New
Jets
York?
are convinced.
No, why?
Dude, if you're convinced you offer the money, he can't sign yet, right?
No,
but
he
you
can't.
still offer the money, right?
it has to be the Saints. It has to be.
The Saints can't afford anything.
No, they can.
They
They
Yeah,
can't,
they
but they're
always find a
so
way
far
to.
over the cap. Like,
No, they're cutting like fucking 94
like-
guys.
they're going to have to. They're
Yeah, yeah, no,
like,
they're-
we're gonna-
Lattimore has to go.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
What an ass.
Yeah.
Such
Steal-
a good player. And he
stealing
fucking
I think the
money.
Jets.
stealing
I
money.
think the Jets is where he ends up.
There's
I
no
don't-
way.
dude, you can't-
New York would.
You
chew
can't
him up
think
and
that you're
spit him
that
out.
ready and that they think it, right?
They think that they're ready. They think they're right there.
Now, let me ask you something. Carson Wentz being a free agent.
Stop it.
I think he's terrible. He's fucking atrocious.
He's-
the year that he almost won MVP, that BD Nick won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I thought he was still trash.
Okay,
Carson
no,
Wentz.
he was good
Dude,
that
his
year.
numbers-
You like that BD Nick?
Dude,
Woo, boy.
if you look at
Slanging.
Wentz's first 2 years,
He was like
His
top 5
numbers-
quarterback in the NFL.
no, like top 5 ever,
All
Like,
time.
all time.
And now he's all-time Garbaggio.
yeah.
At the Bellagio.
At the Bellagio. Not even.
Word,
Not even at the fucking Sunset Station somewhere.
Yeah, word
The closed one.
He doesn't like football. He wants to go hunting. That's the word on the
He
street.
made his money, man. Retire. You made
made
130
money.
million.
That
Dude.
much money?
130 million.
It's
Stealing.
Xander. It's so hard to just hold a clipboard and get $8 million a year. Like, there's no. It's the best job in the world. The best job in the world is the backup quarterback. First of all, everyone wants you to play, right? If the quarterback sucks, everyone's like, why don't you let this dude play? And second, you don't have to do shit and
Until
you
you
get
play.
paid. And you get paid. I've heard shit today. Bring Marcus Mariota back to the
Raiders?
I've heard that. I was like, what are you guys? You guys high? That's insane, man.
Chad Heaney, the
Chad
Chiefs-
Henne,
Chad
yeah.
Henne, he just retired, and he
That was stupid. I promise you, he comes out of retirement at some point during the season next year.
Yeah.
Because Matt Moore did the same thing.
Yeah.
Matt Moore, Hart High School, played forever.
Dude, he retired.
As a backup,
he
yeah.
retired. They called him like, "What are you doing?" Oh shit, right here, TPC playing. Oh, we need a backup. All right,
yeah.
sure.
I know
I'll
that.
take
I'll
a
take
million.
I'll take 8 million for the
Dude,
day.
it was like $1 million for like 10 and 12 games, whatever it
Oh,
is, prorated or
dude.
whatever.
All you need is like a grown up. You just need a grown up in the room.
Exactly, in the quarterback room.
That's what you need, a freaking grown up. So that's the NFLPA report card. Super interesting. Take a look at it. Where's your team at? You'll be shocked where your team is. Now, let's get into some NBA news, Rafa.
Oh, I like this.
Now, this was a big topic 2-3 days ago. Barkley's talking mad smack on KD. Shocker.
Surprise, surprise.
He's saying, and we've come to find out, he said that like Olajuwon and all the old heads told him you're not a real champion unless it's your team. And he said that like LeBron said it. He called it. He said LeBron said that no one was gonna. All the old heads told me that I had to go win it by myself, and that's why I went back to Cleveland. And then he mentioned someone else.
You mentioned
He said Kobe.
He said Kobe.
winning it without Shaq.
Yes. Now we come to find out we can't find those quotes anywhere. Barkley was fucking lying straight
Yeah,
up.
Kevin Durant quote tweeted that, and he was like, "Someone sent me the link to the article where he said that." I don't think that was an article.
Yeah, there wasn't an article. So, and here's the thing, and I love me some Charles Barkley,
I
but
do too.
but he did
sometimes
the
he's out
exact
there.
dude. He did the exact same thing. He went to a Suns team that had
He was the best player.
He was the best player.
No. He was the best player by far. He went to the Rockets team that was
Yeah,
stacked
with
and
Pippen
didn't win
and-
shit.
Yeah, that had Drexler.
Pippen.
Yeah,
was on the
Hakeem,
team.
and they didn't win anything. They
Yeah.
didn't even make the finals.
And I don't blame them. And this is the shit we talk about, Trout. Like, if you're not winning and you can go to a place with great players and win, like, why wouldn't you want to
But he
do
was
that?
winning
I'm
at
on
Golden State, though.
Yeah, I'm on Charles' side with this.
Why?
Well, if you're like Kevin Durant and you just lose by one game to the Warriors,
I would have
Western
never
Conference
left.
Finals-
And I've
yeah.
said that. I said when they traded for Oladipo, they got the guy who they needed to guard Klay Thompson because that's who beat them in the last 2 games. Right? Obviously it was both of them, but it was Klay who beat them. And he went and bitched out. I agree with that. But he's arguably the best player or was top 3 players in the
Yeah.
league at that time and probably still today.
Yes.
But when he won the titles with Golden State, he was the fucking finals MVP, bro.
Yes.
It wasn't his team, but he was the best player on it. He was the best player on that team.
But it was Steph Curry's team.
Yeah.
No, it could be Steph Curry's team. That's fine. I agree with you. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But, bro, at this stage, every team that, like, he's joining Phoenix, if they win the title, it's Booker's team. He's been there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
what are you
true.
telling me?
It's true.
That's Booker's team.
So
I think his
is-
best shot his best shot at redemption was in Brooklyn, but it never worked out.
Oh, that was just a train wreck.
Yeah, well, fucking the Bucks.
So
beat
do
him in
you
that
do
great
you
series.
agree or you don't agree?
I don't
with
agree
Barkley?
with. Fuck. It's like a 50-50 split.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sort of makes sense, right? But now they already hate each other. I mean, we've seen how they get awkward on. They can't even interview each other because remember KD just came out and gave one-word answers, and Barkley was trying to do an interview. And
KD's always controversial, like
he's
with
so,
something, dude.
He's
right?
so sensitive, bro.
He's a little bitch. A little bit.
He's-
He's a little bitch.
Confirmed he has burner accounts, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's kind of a
He
little
said
bit.
it himself.
Yeah.
He admitted it. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I like the guy. I think he's I like him as a player. I think he's amazing, all-time
Yeah.
great, right? But
Let me tell you, the most G thing he ever did was when he was at Oklahoma City, and this dude on Twitter is like, dude, we're in the flag football championship, and we're looking for a player. KD responded to him and went and played flag football, won a championship
That's badass.
with some randoms.
so he's always chasing a title.
Dude,
It wasn't even his team.
and you know
I need a ring
he
somehow,
he
bro.
got no credit for that championship either.
It was the other guy's team. It was the other guy's team.
Poor guy,
He's
man.
a bus rider, not a bus driver.
Dude,
Dude, he
That's-
went and joined it. He won. He has what? 2 Finals MVPs, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
2 Finals
Back to-
MVP.
back to
He has
back.
more Finals MVPs than Curry.
his fucking skin.
So-
His skin is thinner than his ankles.
I agree.
The dude is so that's that. That was interesting. We talked about this in our firing. AD not playing in a must-win game for the Lakers.
Do they play tonight? Lakers don't play
Yeah,
tonight.
they do.
They do play.
Yeah, they play
Golden
the
State.
Timberwolves.
No, they play Golden State on Sunday.
Oh,
Is
that's
he
right.
playing tonight?
He's playing tonight.
He's a fucking asshole.
No, he is playing tonight.
Yeah, because that was a scheduled day off.
I mean, that's what Darvin Ham said.
How could you even
Scheduled.
come out and defend that?
Dude,
Did, did anybody ask him, like, bro, scheduled day off? You just had a weekend. You had how many days off from the All-Star break?
You know why no one asked them? Because they won. Luckily, they won. Because if they would have lost, the media would have hammered his ass.
The local media, for sure.
I mean, the
mainstream media, I think, the national media, they got to be done with fucking AD, right?
You got to how many
guys
more
know
years?
more than
How
me.
many more years on his contract does AD have?
Just got an extension, right? I mean, Ron. just
Yeah,
got
I
one.
think it's one. I think it's next year.
Because, dude, it's time. It's like it's just time.
Time to move on.
His act is up. Go ahead, Xander.
You think it's time to trade him?
Oh yeah, I would have traded him last.
Anthony Davis?
Yes.
I don't know what you
Factoids.
get for him.
What do you get back for? I mean, you get something back.
The thing is, you
have
keep
to.
that hope.
Get Ayewamba.
No.
He's a free agent in 2025.
So yes, 2 more
So
years.
This year,
you gotta,
next
you got to
year.
trade
Yeah,
him
next
next year. Trade him next year. Trade him for Ayewamba. Trade him for the.
No one's gonna.
For
no one's
Chet?
doing that.
Trade him for
Chet.
Chet. Yes.
No
you know
one's
what I'm
taking
talking
Anthony
about.
Davis.
Chet.
No. He's saying trade him for Victor. The
Wembanyama?
French kid?
yeah. No, that's what
I would
it's
trade him for the kid from Gonzaga. The
Trade him for Chet.
The
Trade him
telephone
for
pole.
Chet.
The telephone pole. Yes. I'm just tired of it. I'm done with it. I think LeBron's done with it. I think his teammates are done with it. I think Lisa Leslie's done with it.
He can
I
be
think-
so great, but he just.
Bro, he doesn't want to. He
Yeah.
doesn't want it.
That's
And
what's frustrating.
Yeah,
That
that's the
bro.
frustrating
That
part.
night you're playing the piece of shit Thunders without Gilchrist Alexander. That team is nothing. It's a bunch of nobodies. Okay, you're not gonna go out there and put up 40 and 12 on those bums and fucking
40.
play the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. No, instead you had a scheduled day off after the All-Star break.
Dude.
Are you kidding?
Where he made the mistake was playing how he did during when he was in the bubble and showing everyone what he could really do. And Lakers
Yeah.
fans saw that. And then just after that, it seemed like he was just kind of content with just getting one ring, did what he had to do, and then just kind of.
Dude, Xander, his
Plateaued.
first 2-3 years in the league with New Orleans, he was the biggest fantasy basketball player. His numbers were gaudy as hell.
He had Chris Paul also.
Dude, it was crazy, his
Right?
numbers.
He played with Chris
yeah,
Paul.
Yeah,
Odie
So it's
said
like-
that you should trade him for Gatorade, and Daniel said he needs some milk.
There you go. Exactly.
He needs
yeah.
some
Dude,
milk.
he should do some tight nutrition. He needs to strengthen his bones.
For sure. We're
and
going to
his
send some to
tendons.
AD.
Day-to-day
Yes.
Davis.
Anthony Day-to-Day Davis.
So let's talk. Now we're talking about the Lakers. LeBron,
Out at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and that's a
Reevaluation.
revaluation. Now
Well,
this
that's at least like 5
and
weeks. He's
things
out.
were looking so right. Is D'Angelo Russell playing tonight? I think
He's out.
He's
out.
not playing tonight. Oh,
He's
my
playing
God.
Sunday against the Warriors.
For
So-
sure.
For sure.
And Steph Curry's coming back for that game as well. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, and the Warriors, since we're on,
Steph's just like, you know what? I'm back.
since we're on the NBA talk, the Warriors have gotten hot.
They have.
They've
gone
won
hot.
4 or 5.
They heard the show last week.
I-
You said they were fucking dead.
Everyone
I
is
said they were
talking
dead,
about
they-
them at the wrong time of the year because this is exactly when they start ramping up. Everyone starts getting healthy. They start getting
I
their
don't
sets
know.
down.
And-
Everything.
and-
it happened
This
last year.
team's not winning a
and
title.
Clay's on fire.
No, this team's not winning a
I
title.
thought Clay was done, but that fool still.
No, this
I
team's not
said
winning a title.
he's
Rafa's
he's
the only one who
unbelievable.
said he was done, dude.
When
you got two shooters.
He's done for you to want him like that. Like, if you're a Laker fan, you don't want him.
I
I'll
do.
Klay
take
Thompson,
Klay
I'll take Klay
Thompson.
Thompson on every day of the week.
What?
For AD.
Okay,
What?
come on, man.
You know what?
You can say yeah. You're gonna say yes.
I was gonna say yes.
Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
dude. I'm so tired of AD's shit.
No, I understand, but he's not your he's not a second max player at this point, I don't think.
Not this
No,
point.
but you
Klay-
put
no,
him.
not
You
Klay.
put him
Oh,
on.
he's still
You put
great.
him. You
Yeah.
put him on the floor with LeBron. LeBron
right
drives
spacing.
all day. Wabba!
Oh, you know,
The
I
right
agree.
spacing. The right spacing, that's it.
Right?
LeBron draws enough people. Yeah.
You like that, Eddie? Wabba! I mean, wide open.
That's how good of a LeBron. That's how good of a passer LeBron is. Fucking Bruce Lee. Wabba!
Yes.
And the Warriors have GP2 coming off the bench soon.
Oh god,
Oh,
that
God.
guy's so fucking overrated. My
Gary Payton the second.
Wiggins.
Yes.
Wiggins not playing right now either.
no, I know.
Wiggins with the family
Wiggins got to
issues.
come
Yeah,
back,
he-
man.
He will.
Dude, you
Hopefully everything's all right.
buried them last week, Rafa.
I did bury them. I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna make the finals.
There's like an arm coming out of the grave, and it's freaking
Yeah.
Steph.
Grabbing Rafa's ankle. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I forgot about Wiggins.
yeah. He's not even playing yet.
I like Wiggins a lot.
So that's that. Let's before we leave the NBA, let's talk about the Clipper. We talked a little bit about it. Now, a team that you and I were like hot on was the Clippers.
I still like them. And
Finals.
but you
Finals
still
like
like
the
them.
finals.
I still like them. I don't like them for the finals the way they're playing. Obviously.
well,
but
I wonder
they
what
need
I
to
wonder
fix
what's
it.
changed.
Well, no. Besides what they need to fix that.
Yeah.
Right. To me, I think if you look at what they have, right, like Batum and a couple of the guys, like play Westbrook with that bunch.
Yeah.
The guys who can
He
play
shouldn't
him
start.
with Plumlee. He had a great, beautiful pass last night to Plumlee at the back, a nice lob from in a half court set.
But Rafa,
Right?
trip out on this. Before Westbrook, I agreed with you. They look like the best team in the NBA. The only thing that has changed is a certain Russell Westbrook from Losinger High.
But
the Olympians, by the way, is their mascot.
If they played him off the bench, I think it'd be better for them. But he's starting. He's in starting five.
They need to work him in the other way.
Yeah,
they need to work him
He shouldn't be
in.
a starter. He should be off the bench. But the Clippers have the best six-man in the league. And now he's not playing as well now.
Terrence Mann.
Norman Powell. Norman Powell.
I thought it was Terrence Mann.
No. Powell's like he was favored to win the sixth man.
And now, since Westbrook has been there, his role's been diminished, or I don't know what's going on. He's not playing the same. So listen,
They shot the ball. They shot the ball really bad last night. They shot the ball well, dude. That game they lost to Sacramento was crazy.
that was insane.
I think that game was
Second highest scoring game in NBA history.
That game was crazy.
How good is Sacramento?
They got players,
Dude.
players.
And no one, dude, they're like the
Way to go,
Seattle-
Magic, to take Lonzo Ball and not De'Aaron Fox. After Fox pimped him.
Dude, that's not even the
in
worst.
March Madness.
Tatum. We didn't take Tatum. We could have had Jason Tatum.
They were going to take a point guard in that draft. Should have been Fox. And they took Ball.
By the way, I was watching, Sports Nets were on Lakers and Magic Johnson. He had to give himself the most credit. They're talking about, LeBron winning the thing. He's like, I'll never forget when I went to go convince him to be a
God,
Laker.
shut the fuck up.
And
you didn't convince anything.
Magic totally took all the credit. He's like, he's here because of me. You know that, right? Like, yeah, I did that, right? You know I did that. I love you, Magic. I love you so much. You're my hero. But sometimes, dude, you put a mic in front of Magic, he's going to say something stupid.
He was a terrible GM.
Yeah.
Oh, and the worst coach.
Oh, the worst. Fucking the worst.
Well, listen, he drafted Lonzo effing Ball over Tatum and Fox.
They were going to draft a point guard.
He was going to go top 5. It doesn't matter. It looks like he wasn't good.
Who, Lonzo?
Yeah.
No.
He had the worst shot in the world.
The dad convinced everyone that he was good.
That's what I'm saying, though. He was gonna go top 5 anyways.
Kentucky, in that, I think it was a Sweet 16.
It was. He got
the Aaron, and then
him.
when they played in Vegas, Summer League, oh, dude.
Never lost.
The first game, guess what happened the second game? They fucking didn't play Lonzo.
Yeah.
We're not playing him the second game.
That's when Kyle Kuzma
Went
showed
off.
his stuff, yes.
Yeah. Who's playing well, by the way?
He is
Wizards are playing well.
Did you see what he fucking wore in the pregame? Fucking
I don't watch this
dude,
shit.
Which time?
dude,
Yeah, but he does it all the time. What do you
dude.
Is he a new Russell Westbrook?
God,
Or
he's
he's
worse.
worse.
He's worse. He's worse, dude. It's so bad. Kuzma, what the fuck are you thinking, bro? I always say this. Everyone needs a no man. Like my wife is a no man. Like when I'm doing something stupid, she looks at me and she's like,
Don't do it.
"Don't you look stupid right now?" No. Okay, everyone needs a no man. Someone is not a no man in Kyle Kuzma's corner. They're like, dude, yeah, where are the trash bags? That looks amazing,
He needs that guy.
dude.
Daniel said to fire Ty Lue.
I agree. That's what I agree there.
Odie also brought up Eric Gordon.
But here's the
they
thing. Why they were the best team and they
No,
they
no,
were
they
looking-
weren't the best
They weren't
team.
the best team, but they were looking. They were headed in that direction.
Well, they were playing
only
better.
the last 4 or 5 games have they taken a dump.
No.
disagree. They've had struggles all season.
They've been up and down, but
were
they had
playing
they were
well
playing up
before that stretch.
Right. They were rising to their occasion.
Yeah.
But if you brought in a guy,
I want to sing so bad right now. As I rise up.
bro, but if you bring in a guy like Russell Westbrook, sits down with the coach, it's not like you're bringing in, somebody else. It's an overpowering figure,
Yes.
I think. Right? Guy's been an MVP. He's been arguably top 3 in the league for a while at one point. He was there, right? Top 5, whatever. When you bring him in, he needs to understand what his role is going to be.
I agree. I think you should also have more wine
So
Okay.
Lakers at 11 without LeBron.
for 3 weeks.
What do you think they end up in the standings? You think it's possible
10.
to hold up?
You still think
10.
they make it?
Yeah, Utah's trending down. They're going to be out of
They're
there.
getting blown out right now by the Thunder.
And
Tonight,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
here's the
that's
thing,
20
right above them is who is
Portland.
Portland, who Damon's been on a freaking hot streak.
Oh God, so
Lately, that dude is on fire.
71.
71.
And then the next night he put up 15 in the first quarter too. He's like,
Jesus.
because people were talking shit and he got drug tested. I thought he was gonna put up 80 the next night.
They drug tested him literally as he walked off the court, and they got his blood sample right there.
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy.
that's bullshit.
You see how he's afraid of needles?
Yeah.
He is.
And he has like tattoos everywhere on his fucking eyelids. Like, come on, man.
He said that day, actually,
He said it was different too. By the way,
It is sort of different.
that day where he dropped 71, nothing was like in his routine of how he does. Like everything was
Really?
like fucked up. Yeah.
really, shit, he needs to have more fucked up days.
Yeah.
He's more bad days in his
Yeah,
life.
whatever he did that day, keep doing that shit.
Dame Lillard. Awesome Raider tattoo, by the
He
way.
does.
Awesome Raider tattoo. Yeah, don't look shocked over here.
Certified.
Just certified, badged up. Badged up. So, anything else in the NBA?
I don't see any of the other teams. Thunder are kind of slowly,
They're fading away.
they're fading away a little bit. They're beating Utah tonight. Utah's going to fade.
Pelicans? What do you
I don't know I don't think the Pelicans fade.
I don't think they could either.
No.
I think they go up at least to 9.
The Pelicans?
Yeah. 8 or 9.
But here comes Golden State, Xander. Here comes
Golden State's at 5.
They're good. Yeah, at 5. They're set at 5.
The one that's intriguing to me is Sacramento. Are they going to stay in that
I think they will.
Yes.
that 3-4 spot?
What's the center's
but
name?
3, I don't know. 4
Sabonis?
most likely.
Sabonis.
That's
Montes?
Sabonis. Yeah,
God, he's so fucking good.
dude, he
he's
traded
good.
Halliburton for him.
Dude,
He's good.
Halliburton's good,
Malik
too.
Monk
Oh,
and De'Aaron
Halliburton's
Fox on
awesome.
the same team running
Malik-
it like they were at Kentucky.
Bro, Malik Monk. The
chemistry is there.
45 the other
Dude,
night,
that
right?
was crazy.
Off the bench.
Off the bench.
Dude, 45 and Fox had 42.
That was, if you guys didn't watch that game, it was,
That was one
a
of the-
late
yeah.
game.
was a great game.
Second highest scoring game in NBA history. Clippers had that game in the back. They could not put. They
couldn't put 'em away.
Russ hit a big
They were up
three.
8. They were up
saw
6.
It was crazy, and they'd be down like 7 or 8.
Sacramento
with
hit a
with
three
like 40
to tie.
seconds to go,
Tie
and
it.
they just kept on coming back. It was one of the best games I've ever watched.
That's
in the NBA.
coaching and believing in your coach and your roster. For sure.
What do you think, Eddie?
Funniest thing about that game was that I was working, and the bartender that night, he's like, "Fuck, I had the under."
That
Listen,
was over in the third quarter.
you know what you need to do is every time you get to work, what are you on tonight?
Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
opposite.
I'm on the under on the Lakers Wolves.
Yes,
Start
yes.
texting everyone you know. Listen, max bet
the over.
the over in this game. I got a hunch.
Is it me, or ever since we started doing the show, it's like everyone fucking gambles?
Everyone's always gamble. Now you just they start kind of telling you like,
I noticed it now.
It's just like it's becoming more and more
It's more
accepted.
commonplace, yeah.
yeah,
But there's a million sites. It's
the commercials.
dude,
They sponsor everything.
They do. They sponsor
DraftKings
everything.
sponsors
Jamie
everything.
Foxx. What's the other?
JB Smooth.
JB
He was
Smooth.
fucking awesome.
The other black comedian, the most famous one,
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Why
yeah.
can't he just be a comedian?
The black.
The black comedian.
Oh,
A bunch of them.
the short black comedian. I said.
Are you kidding? It's fucking Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin
How do you
Hart.
not know Kevin Hart? Like, if you
You
would have
know
said, "Oh, the tall black dude who plays basketball,"
You know what?
Okay,
Here's the thing.
there's a bunch.
I am not a fan of his comedy. I don't like you. Jacob's always like, you got to watch this show.
Gun compartment.
I don't know what it
Dark
is.
apartment.
I don't know what it is.
I get
Not a
that
fan.
He's not that funny to me.
Like the stand-up and stuff.
The stand-up, I think it's funny in movies.
No, stand-up's good. His
Stand-up
old,
is
his old
good.
stuff.
No, I
Yeah,
His
don't.
yeah.
old stuff.
I'm a grown little man. Watch that.
No, I've seen that one. There's some of them are good. I mean, there's I
The
like
one
other.
where LeBron and Shaq were there, and he's making fun of LeBron and Shaq. That was
Oh, but he's super young in that.
Yeah, he's young in that one, yeah.
Yeah. I think where he talk. No, that's not where he says something about Shaq's shirt looking like a picnic table, does it? That might have been Ari Spears.
That's
actually.
Ari Spears. That's what.
Ari
Yeah, when
Spears.
Nelly
Ari
was there and
Spears, by the
everybody-
way, is a fucking legend.
Hilarious,
Yeah.
hilarious. By the way, I am stuck on Snowfall right now. I am.
Where have you been?
yeah, seriously.
And
some
you need to
reason-
watch Power after Snowfall, please.
It's which one's Power?
It's on
Power
Stars.
is a 50 Cent's show.
Fitty.
Fitty, so.
By the
Fitty,
way,
a follower.
Jay says Jacob needs to be slapped for saying number 21 Charles Woodson. Only 24 Woodson exists, guy.
Yeah.
I'm okay
He
with
won a
it.
ring with the Packers.
And-
That nobody who mentions Jody Meeks on this fucking show
Has
and
a
not
say in this.
Kentucky, not Kentucky Jody Meeks either. Los Angeles Lakers Jody Meeks should not be allowed to speak.
By the way, Jay's 21 was Kareem Rush.
You see, you did that. You did that shit.
Missouri.
He did Kareem Rush.
Kareem Rush.
That's
Flat top.
hilarious. That's-
Everyone thought he was going to be
Flat
badass.
top.
I'll tell you an interesting 24 today. So we do this show in the greater Los Angeles area. There was a crazy ass high speed chase today.
He was shooting at the cops,
Dude,
right there near where you were at.
Yeah,
at one point.
Lakewood, Long Beach.
Oh,
You
shit,
know what he
yeah,
was
right
doing? He had a 24 Seawood jersey on.
No.
Shocker.
Surprise, surprise.
You know what? When
We
I
should've
got
named
here,
him.
when I got here, I had asked your mom. I said, "Oh, how'd the chase go?" She goes, "Oh, they got him. He had to have been some cholo or something because he was wearing those white, really high socks."
And the Raider jersey?
And you know what?
Oh,
And her,
no.
you know what? That's a down ass fool.
Sock check, fool.
Sock check,
Sock
fool.
check, fool.
Yeah, for sure.
You're lucky I don't sock check you Rafa, right now.
Clark Phillips.
I always wear shorties.
Ex-Bosco alum.
So
Yes, Kylie Ringo, stud. Man.
yeah, this combine's awesome.
What is Georgia gonna look like next year? Like
They're still
at
going to
this-
be good.
They're still gonna be,
amazing.
like,
Number one.
They're
Dude,
gonna have every player.
Last year they had what 7 picks in the first round. I mean, they probably have another 3 or 4. Like, dude,
They'll probably have three.
Someone's going to brainwash them.
They'll
to
have
make them
four
think they're
this
gonna
year, I
be average,
think.
though.
Yeah, they'll be average. Number one.
dude,
Yeah, seriously.
that's a whole nother story. But so that's our NBA roundup.
Yeah.
God, that's NBA is getting really fun.
It is. Dude, the last 20 games coming up, 19 games, whatever it is for the Lakers. It's going to be
Now
exciting.
Yeah, they're all must-win games, really. They're
Yeah.
all must-win.
on to the next segment, which is March Madness, baby. March Madness 5K giveaway, people. We need 700, just 700 YouTube subs. I guarantee you, half of you watching right now aren't even freaking subscribed to our YouTube channel. Simple, and we're gonna give away $5,000, $1,000 to 5 different people. We need 700 more subs on YouTube. We want to give that money away so bad, but you guys have to do your part.
If not, we're still going to give away $2,500 to one. We'll give away. We can do 1,000, and
500.
Yeah.
you know what? We're going to give away $3,000.
Wow!
Damn,
Ring that bell, Rafa.
Ring that
We'll
bell.
give away if we don't get to 1,000 subscribers. We will give away $1,000
To
to
people.
3 of our followers.
That's breaking news right there.
Fucking
Instagram's gonna be. You're gonna have your work cut out for you, bud.
Rafa's
Now listen, the cutoff for that is March 12th. Instagram or YouTube, March 12th, because this man's not gonna be waiting there at 4 p.m. on
No.
March 13th. No, it's midnight. No, we're 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
Goddamn right.
on March 12th. You have to be.
We do have a big following in Nueva York.
Yes.
You said like half of you guys are on YouTube are watching us and not subscribed.
That's all.
Odie goes, I am.
I appreciate
Sorry,
you.
Odie.
Thanks, Odie.
Odie,
We're not
you're the
accusing
man.
you. We're not accusing you.
Odie,
Not you.
Odie said he wouldn't even take the money.
No, that was the first time.
That was the
Odie
first
said
one.
this
It's like, fuck that. It's
Odie's
not
like,
something
this is
fucking
March
money.
Madness, motherfucker. I need this money.
Yes.
I'm going to put it all in Houston.
By the way, I'm so hyped for March Madness in Vegas.
Yes.
It's gonna be.
We're going to have a good time.
It's the best.
That's
It's the
that's
best.
what we're getting into now. We're getting into March Madness, and
So-
if you guys don't know, we will be in Las Vegas, baby. Jacob's coming down. My son from North Carolina, he's gonna fly into Vegas. He wrestles for North Carolina, but he's redshirting this year, so we're gonna have a great time.
Awesome time.
And if you've never been to Las Vegas for March Madness, it is clearly on top, the number one event in Las Vegas, 10 times better than
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, 10 times better than the All-Star game that was there or whatever.
That was crazy.
I
was there. It was crazy. Yeah.
But we will be there. We're going to, it's, dude, everyone.
I'm gonna have like 20 team parlays going down.
You won't be the only one. You won't be the only
Oh,
one.
100%.
You won't be the only
just,
one.
just need one. Just
My
need
wife,
one needs to
my
hit.
wife just gave me the no man sign right now. She's like, "What the hell did you just say?" So
So let's go over the rankings. Houston's at number 1. I said some weeks back, I thought Kansas is going to be the number 1 overall. I still feel they're going to be the number 1 overall. A lot of people are talking about Alabama number 1 overall. I think with this Miller story, they haven't played well.
They just lost, right?
No.
Or they were in a tough game.
They're playing close games.
They're playing real close.
Well, they were favored by 17 last week out South Carolina. They won it late.
Yeah.
I mean, they were down into the last minute.
How are we doing on the battery, Eddie? Are we good on the battery?
We're good.
Okay.
I'll switch after this.
Auburn also, they tight game against Auburn. So they're Houston's at 1. I love Houston all year. Bama's at 2. Kansas at 3. UCLA at 4. Impressive comeback win last night.
Yeah.
They were down early. Purdue's at 5. They're up and down. They're probably going to be if UCLA stumbles to Arizona, I think Purdue might take that other one. But as of right now, I'd say UCLA's 1. They'll be a 1 seed, I think.
I think
Houston,
so too.
Bama, Kansas, UCLA probably.
That's
all
what
the
I think.
ones.
But if UCLA loses to Arizona, then Purdue and Purdue wins the Big 12, then they should.
That
they'll probably
center
be-
center from Purdue is just a monster.
Oh, he's huge.
He's a beast.
He's huge. You can just there's, the Big 10 for Purdue. The Big 12 is stacked though.
Big 12 is stacked.
Kansas.
Here's-
Look at this in the top 10. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kansas, Baylor, Texas. The Big 12 teams in the top 10. 3 teams in the top 10.
That's crazy. So let me ask you this, Rafa. This is big freaking news here, and we've talked about this. UNC.
They're making it. I think they're coming.
They have this Duke game is a huge coming up, and huge, right? They beat Virginia, they beat Florida State. They've looked like crap all year, but this is what they did last year. They look horrible
They played Duke tomorrow.
This is a big game. If they beat Duke tomorrow,
They're in.
They're in.
Yeah, unless they lose that first round game to ACC. I don't know who they'd play, but there's no way you can lose to somebody at the bottom of the pack.
Where's that game at? Do we know?
It's at Duke at North Carolina tomorrow.
Oh yes, the
Duke
D.
undefeated at home, ended the season. Duke 15-0 at home. By the way,
Really?
yeah, very impressive.
Man, it's a big game. I mean, obviously, to me, that's one of the biggest rivalries in sports. But
UNC favored by 3.5.
Yeah, they're coming. I told you they're coming.
crazy.
They're coming. They're putting it together. They're
Man.
putting it together. They put it together late last season.
Do you think
Into the tourney.
If they do get in, do you think they make a run?
Yeah, it depends on where they're at. I think the way they're playing right now. Depending on the run in the ACC, right?
Yeah.
If they win a couple games, get to that semifinal game or whatever, you can probably have them in at anywhere like a
nine seed.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, which is a
Right?
great place to be.
Oh,
A great place to be.
7 would be the ideal spot.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that 8, 9 game.
Yeah.
But 7, maybe even sneak away in at a 6. Depends on how they close.
Yeah.
They get to this final game in the ACC. They're playing well right now.
They are. There's no question.
And I think they're in. They have them as now the first 4 in, a lot of the guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. 3.5, Rafa. Do you have any? I mean, there is a bell. There is a bell right next to you.
Listen, I've as a child, growing up,
Please don't tell me you're a Dookie.
I was a Duke fan.
Oh.
I was a Duke fan.
Surprise.
I was a Duke fan. No shocker. Grant Hill was my favorite player
Well, Grant Hill, he was.
for a long time. I've seen Duke in March Madness at the Arrowhead Pond a couple times.
Shane Battier.
Trajan Langdon.
Trajan Langdon.
Are you kidding? Woj? Bobby Hurley?
Slapping the floor. Woj.
Oh, are you kidding?
Slapping the floor.
Trajan Langdon felt like he played forever.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
only because he looked like Shane Battier, who also, they all played forever.
Capel.
Yeah.
He played forever, 8 years.
Nolan Smith.
No,
Dude.
It's endless with Duke. It's just endless.
There's players. Chris Duhon. Elton Brand, who left early. Kyrie left early. It's endless list of players. Like
Endless
North
list.
Carolina.
Big.
So I would
game
never
tomorrow.
pick against them. But if I did, I would take North Carolina the way they're playing.
Minus 3.5.
The way they're playing.
All right.
I like North Carolina the way they're playing right now. And I think everybody rode them off.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, fuck you guys. We're coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna come.
I mean,
we're joining the party, baby. They're dancing, I think.
Man, I hope so because I love to visit North Carolina when that basketball team is good. It's just a different buzz.
For sure.
In North Carolina, the best squad they have at the University of North Carolina is their women's soccer. They've won like 30. I mean, it dwarfs. They've won like 30-something championships.
I don't know if we can say that, though. Like, we know that the best squad.
Numbers-wise.
Oh, numbers-wise. I mean, fuck. How many titles does the UCLA water polo team have? But we know UCLA basketball. We know North Carolina basketball.
North Carolina women's soccer is a thing. It's a thing.
For women's soccer?
Yeah, women's soccer is big. I mean, not in your world, Rafa.
Not in anyone's world.
There's like the sports like that just don't get the attention they probably deserve, especially
not in this country.
No,
and especially not women.
I don't know.
This country gives the women the look because their men's soccer sucks.
Listen, one of my wife's favorite movies. She's the Man. Does anyone remember this movie?
She's the Man with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Channing Tatum.
Better than Beckett, dude. The best women's soccer movie is Bend It Like Beckham.
That's a great movie,
right?
But in She's the Man, in the beginning of the thing, what's her name? Amanda Bynes wants to go to North Carolina to play soccer.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
and the British girl wants to bend it like Beckham.
That's a great flick.
That's a good flick too. How did you like The Notebook since we're on the movie scene? Real quick.
Okay.
Hope you didn't fall asleep.
No. It did take me 2 days to watch. Because I did fall asleep, so my wife was all pissed off.
I would have been too.
I did finish it. Listen.
Did she finish it with you, or you watched it alone?
No, we watched it together.
You better watch it before I get home, Edward.
Yes. No, we watched it together. Listen, I'm a very emotional Puerto Rican, right? I was pissed off.
You were upset?
I was upset with her, dog.
Because she got married.
No,
what do you want?
Number one is like he wrote her 365 letters, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but like why couldn't you write one letter? Like, she's like, you didn't write me. I wanted to jump through the TV and...
He wrote you!
Not only that, it's like, what about you, lady? What, your arms don't work? You're illiterate? How about you write me a letter? He was at war. She's partying.
Oh, my God.
School.
She's going to clubs.
Yeah, going to clubs, out with the girls and shit. How about you write a letter? Fucking chica. And chica's not what I want to call her right now.
We know.
So, listen.
But you like the film?
Great film. I hugged my wife. I said, listen, Shanae, you don't have to. I'm going to be the one with Alzheimer's.
You don't got to worry about it, huh?
Yeah. You're going to have to put all the work in because yes.
I'm not doing it.
I already have, I can't even remember.
You want to jump to MLB before we jump to Matt Madness? That way we go straight to UFC.
Yes, let's.
CJ popped in real quick. He said, what's up, guys? We'll be back in Cali to watch the show in person in a few weeks.
Yes,
awesome, brother.
CJ,
come by. We always love having you, for sure.
CJ's the man, by the way, and can't wait to have you back. Let me know, CJ, because I got to double up on that order of Julio's Pizza.
Oh, what a hater.
Shout out Air Force.
Air Force
shout
for
out
sure.
Air Force.
Air Force football.
CJ's the man. But let's go into our MLB segment, baby, and there's a lot of news. Right?
What do you think about the timer?
Listen, they got to get it right.
They'll get it right.
I like the timer. I like the shift. Yeah, they'll get it right in 10 years. Like you said, I never was bothered by it, but there was that horrible call where the catcher's still standing up in the box.
Yeah,
no one's ready,
bad.
And they banged the batter. I was like, wait, hold on, dude. Like the
catcher's got to be ready.
The catcher has to be ready too. Bang him first. So hopefully they get it right. But big news, right? We're
for Dodger fans.
Gavin Lux, freak injury, rounding second, going into third. And listen,
I can't watch that video.
Whether you hate or love the Dodgers, I mean, the dude, he gave an emotional interview. He's like, every kid's dream except for Rafa was to play.
My dream was to play for the Dodgers, 100%. I wanted to wear number 28, just like Pedro Guerrero, 100%.
Dale Pado, Pedro.
Yes,
dude. My dad,
love Pedro.
Oh my God! So my dad, his company had really good seats, and we sat 3 rows behind the Dodger dugout all the time. And my dad just would scream, "Dale palo, Pedro! Dale palo! Dale palo, Pedro!" And he would always look back, dude. My dad, after Pedro, it was Dale Palo Raul for Mondesi.
Oh, I love Mondesi.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
I mean, I still say
Funny Mondesi story, real quick.
Yeah,
Odie and I were at the Dodger game. We were sitting right there. We were young. And so Mondesi, you know how he was with the ladies.
Yeah.
So he throws this ball. He's throwing it to this chick, right? He's eyeing her. And Odie just, I don't know if Odie remembers. Odie comes in and just snatches the ball. Like, bro, that wasn't for you. That was for, and Mondesi just looked back. And the next time he's like, hey, it's for her. Like,
yeah.
He kind of, the ball boy had to bring it over.
You know who did that shit to me? Remember Jose Lima, the green-eyed bandit?
Of course.
That son of a bitch. So we had good seats, and this dude is staring right at my wife. Like, dude, I'm sitting right there, and he's on. He wasn't pitching, and he stood on the rail, like,
Lima's dirty.
And he just kept on staring at her, dude. I'm like this. I'm like, dude.
And he's licking the side of her face, and he's like,
And you know what he did? He fucking sent up I think we might have had Jacob, or we had one of the kids, and he sent up a ball.
Oh,
that's
Like,
nice.
I'm like, yeah, thank you. This is my kid here. You freaking. And then it came out like 2 weeks later that he had herpes. I was like,
bastard.
Yes, I said.
He wrote
see?
his number on there. Call me, mommy.
Yeah, and he had those green eyes.
Yeah, it was for
Green-eyed
Jacob.
baby.
He wrote, I can
think
be your stepdaddy, Bobby.
It might have been you. Do you remember Jose Lima was trying to pick up on your mom, and he sent you a baseball? Yeah, you don't remember.
I don't.
Yeah, it might have been one of my other kids, but
Does Shanae remember?
does Shanae remember? She has to remember. He was
To this day.
She's like, of course, I have a fucking Lima jersey in my under the
Jesus.
bed, and a
Remember
Lima
when we were
autographed
getting,
jersey.
the baseball signed. It was like me, you, Aaron, and Big Ray.
Oh, when I took you
were
to
on
the
that hill,
oh.
and the ball I had.
So
was on
we
the
went
hill.
to Dodgers has they have like a special fan day, right?
I remember where you walk around the.
Yeah, so I bought him an official ball, and there was a big line to get, and it was right up against the fence, and there was, Dodger Stadium's up on a hill. Right? And he has the ball there, and we're waiting to get it signed, and I'm looking at him, and he just drops the ball, and it went all the way down the fucking hill. We're sitting in that line.
What'd you do?
I probably lost my shit.
You just didn't kind of push him over the fucking thing? And
dude,
just
I was
said,
so
here.
He was pissed, and he walked all the way back to get a new ball.
Because I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid, they had it was like a walk around the park. So the players were, they
Stationed all over the...
well, no, they had, like, you'd walk onto the field, right? And it was hours before the game. You'd walk onto the field, and they just kind of had it was roped off, like a part of the outfield, the entire infield, and you kind of just walked all the way around, and there were a bunch of players out there. This was like 93, 94 around there.
Dude. Listen, how you
So
don't...
I am a Dodger fan. I was.
You were a hardcore Dodger fan.
100%.
Hardcore.
Are you kidding?
Like, I was...
If I had tattoos, I'd have that shit
Yeah.
What
on
are you
my
now? Are
body.
you still a Dodger fan right
No,
now?
I hate them.
He
Of course.
hates the Dodgers.
I hate them.
Hates the Dodgers because the fans are stupid.
Bingo! Winner, chicken dinner.
Not all fans are stupid.
The way that came out was hilarious, but you're right. Not all fans are
Not
stupid.
all fans are stupid.
Not
but-
all fans are stupid.
But you know what? Most fans are stupid.
Of course they are. They
Most
still
fans.
think fucking Fernando Valenzuela in the bullpen because he got older, so he's going to pitch out of the pen this weekend. Dude, fucking guys.
So that's... Listen,
What are the Dodgers doing at shortstop?
so I don't know what they're doing at shortstop, but I don't know. I saw the numbers today, right? Like, Mookie's batting like 145.
That's early for him. It's
No.
early.
Mookie struggled last year.
He struggled last
dude.
year at the end.
And I think there's something going on with him, but it's the whole team. No one's hitting again. No one's hitting the ball. The only one, Freddie Freeman. Who is-
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Shocker.
Listen, I want to bet against them. We said they were number 2 favorite to win the World Series. That's insane.
Going into this year?
It's so
Yeah.
dumb, Xander. It's so dumb. They are not a good baseball team.
Who'd you guys get rid of this year? Justin Turner and who else?
Why you say you guys? Who do you like?
I'm an Angel fan.
He's an
Wow.
Angel fan. Oh, God.
I
Look,
respect Angel fans.
he gave you a wink. And
I
I respect
been riding through
Angel
it.
fans.
I've been riding through it.
Because they're fucking
2005.
they don't win shit.
2005.
something about a Hispanic Angel fan that drives me up the wall.
They could be from Santa Ana.
Unless you're from Santa Ana.
I'm not.
But you have to say I'm from Santa Ana.
Yeah, I'm from Santa Ana.
If you're Hispanic, you say I'm from Santa Ana. I'm like, no, you not. No, you not. So that's my thing. Other than that, I mean, any other news?
By the way, my wife just texted me, and she said her mom hid the letters from her in the notebook.
It's true. And the mom, so Jackie, I understood that. That I get. Okay? But this is a two-way street, Jackie. Why couldn't she write him?
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the deal?
on, man. Her parents the one that called him a loser, and
Yeah.
so
You're right. Back to the Dodgers. Jesus.
yeah, back to the Dodgers. I think they're in trouble, Rafa. I think they're in big trouble. I think the Padres are an easy favorite to win the West. Easy favorite.
Easy like that?
I looked at the stats. They ranked pitching staffs in all of major leagues. Padres are in the top 5.
Musgrave's hurt, though.
Padres, Bueller, like I said, Bueller's not going to be ready till maybe September. Maybe.
Oh, he's done then for the season.
Yeah.
For the season,
He's not even going to pitch.
How's Dustin May look so far?
I don't know. I'm sure he's on a crazy pitch count. I know Noah pitched the other day. He pitched okay. Julio pitched the other day. But Julio's pitching in the World Baseball Classic. How's that going to work, by the way?
They just leave.
Dude, we can't afford, extra innings on these vatos.
They're playing for their country, bro.
Dude, this is your country now.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm Puerto Rican, so.
So technically, this is your country.
Technically, it's both of our countries.
Who does Sonny wrestle?
Sonny wrestles for Puerto
Sonny
Rico.
wrestles for Puerto Rico. He gets up and he leaves the team, but God forbid Julio Urias, who makes millions, gets up and leaves to pitch for Mexico, and he's an ass.
I'm just saying, we need you, bro. We need you. We need every inning.
Mookie ain't doing shit, though.
Yeah, Mookie's not doing shit.
It's different for pitchers. It's different for pitchers.
Pitchers are fragile.
And Mookie Betts ever going to get a new chain, by the way?
He needs to take it off.
That
Weighing him
chain.
down.
How ugly is his chain? Did he buy that at the Northridge Mall? Bro, are you kidding? Bro, how do you have that much money, whatever it is, $200 million contract or whatever? Bro, this guy's got a chain he bought at and not even in a jewelry store at the Northridge Mall, in a fucking kiosk. The little wagon.
But here's the thing.
From the little Armenian
like
dude.
a Halloween chain.
From the little Armenian dude who goes like this. It's good stuff, brother.
I don't get the whole baseball chain thing. It's a thing around all of baseball. Dude, we know you have money.
No, those are the Latin American guys because it's the
Dominican
Flash.
Republics.
It's the Flash, bro.
We know you have money.
Dude, it's worse when NFL players wear them.
Oh, I agree.
That's terrible. You're getting hit every time. There's fucking diamonds flying everywhere.
That makes no sense either.
Like Aqib Talib when he grabbed his.
Snatch Crabtree.
Yeah.
Snatch that shit.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
You should. I would do that shit too. I used to snatch towels off of guys. Wow.
He paused on that snatch for a minute. So he said, I used to snatch.
Yeah. If guy would have his number on his towel, I'd be like, give me that shit, fool.
You showed him.
I did.
Yeah, you showed him.
Akeem, I was the originator.
So
Akeem Khalid told that for me.
You think Dodgers are not winning the West?
I think not only I think they're tanking. I think they're going to be really bad.
What?
I think they're going to be really bad, Rafa.
This is a bold statement, which I don't agree with.
Why? Who's playing third? Who's playing shortstop?
Nobody.
Yeah, Jason Hayward. Jason Hayward's all of a sudden going to do something good?
He's not going to be an everyday outfielder, is he?
Oh, man, I don't know. Mookie, man, when we first came, his swing and miss rate on fastballs was insane. He didn't miss fastballs. And then he got injured, and now something's not there with
He's
Mookie.
going down.
Yeah. Have you seen the meme, by the way, with someone just sent it to me the other day. It's Mookie doing a bunch of very feminine things.
I was gonna say something, but then I'm the dude with the problem.
But it's the Rock. But it's the Rock. But it's the Rock. You saw it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Mookie's
Is it his the celebration?
The water bottle.
There's 10
Bro,
things.
there's it's not one.
It's a lot of things.
Dude, it's the video, the where he's on whatever Twitch. He's
there's
on
a lot
video
of
game.
there's a lot of things. There's a lot of he obviously likes to joke
a fun
around
guy.
a lot.
A lot.
He's a great locker room guy.
great locker
Yeah.
room guy.
Well, it's a bunch of guys. What do you expect?
Other than that, listen, it's it's spring training. Everyone knows spring training doesn't mean shit, but I am concerned. I'm officially red flagging the Dodgers.
How are the Angels doing? Is Mike Trout out there?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, Mike Trout's he's on the cliff, of Orange County. He has no pressure. It doesn't matter because he's the best in. Don't get me started, Rafa.
Where do you think he should go though?
Anywhere.
That's
Literally
so
anywhere.
stupid.
No. I think he should go to a perennial winner.
Phillies?
I would love if he went to Houston of all.
Why?
Because I just want to see him in.
You want to see the Astros win, is what you just said.
No, I just want to see him in moments like Derek Jeter had moments. I want to see Mike Trout in big time moments being great. That's what I want to
Jeter
see.
didn't choose they drafted him.
I know.
And they built monster teams.
Yes, I get that. But I just want to see him. And listen, we posted that. Eddie posted that, and there was a lot of reaction. There's some guy compared it to
Kevin Durant.
It's come on. There's 11 guys, in baseball, or 10.
Oh, it's 9.
9.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
He used to play softball.
Yeah.
I'm going to play rover. Put me a rover, coach.
Yes. But it's a different sport. It's a different animal.
He's playing left center. I'm playing left center on Friday
I would
night.
just like to see Mike Trout in some high leverage where he could be a star, like the Mr. October.
No, he's a star.
He is a star, but you know what? No, you know what? Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Okay, and mark this. Okay, mark this down, Eddie. We're gonna tag this
God, here
because
we
this
go.
is gonna be a post. So Rafa, what do people talk shit about when people talk about Kershaw? What
He
was
was a pitcher.
no? But what was what people criticized him?
That he sucked in the playoffs. That's what they said.
Okay.
Nobody gave a fuck that he didn't make the playoffs.
Okay,
That he sucked in them.
he sucked in the playoffs. I am not going to, from here on out, this day forward, March or February, whatever day we are,
Third.
I am not going to claim Mike Trout to be the best player in baseball or a great player in baseball anymore. You know why? Because he hasn't fucking done it when it counts.
He's one player on a roster of 20.
You know what? No one gave Kershaw any slack.
He's one of 25.
No one gave Kershaw.
He's a pitcher, Eddie. He's a pitcher.
And he won the and you know what?
And he was awesome. And he's
won
an
the
all-time
MVP.
great.
He won the MVP and the Cy Young.
It's different. And you know why? Also, it came down on Kershaw because Bumgarner from the Giants was so fucking good. That's why.
And
in the playoffs, he was so good.
I'm making
Those
a personal
are
stand.
pitchers.
I'm making a personal until Mike
Outrageous.
Trout does something in the playoffs.
so-
I'm not gonna.
Xander, you know why
I'm
he
not
does it?
gonna
It's because it's
crown
an angel.
him.
Because it's an angel.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
outrageous.
It's
You're
he's an
discrediting
angel.
everything that he's already
It's
done and the
not
type
an
of player that he is
angel.
right now
It's
just
not
because
an
he has
angel
it.
thing.
Eddie,
It's not an angel thing.
Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr. are 2 of the 5 greatest players of all time. They won 0 fucking World Series.
But they were in the playoffs. They were in
How
the
many
playoffs.
times?
So how much credit are you giving someone to get close?
It's not his fault.
Just playoffs in
It's
general?
one guy of
Just playoffs in
25.
general.
No one gave a shit. No one gave Kershaw slack. They
He's
just
a
said,
pitcher.
You're
and
talking
he's
about
totally
one
different.
Dodger, a pitcher, and a
it's a
Dodger.
pitcher.
Until Mike Trout
It's a
proves
pitcher.
that
You're
he could be
comparing
a
a
star
pitcher. He's
in
a
the
star.
playoffs.
No, he's a fucking star.
No, not I'm.
That's your opinion, which is a terrible one.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm not doing it
lame.
anymore. Until Mike Trout, until you prove to me that you could be a star in big moments, then I'm not gonna just crown you like everyone else crowned you. I used to crown you, but you gotta prove it. You gotta prove it on a big stage, and that's my take. Right or wrong, bad or good, that's my take. Until he proves
That
it on a
take
big
is
stage.
trash.
Do you think the quality of teams has anything to do with him getting to the playoffs and being able to perform
He
in the
doesn't
playoffs in
pitch,
general?
bro.
Well, I'm saying that's what I'm saying for Mike Trout.
He
How
doesn't
is it
pitch.
his if he does what he needs to do task-wise?
I'll tell you why. Because he had the choice to re-sign with the fucking Angels when the Angels were shit. He
understand
should have
that.
went
That's
to the
understandable.
Yankees. He should have went to
Why though?
because he would have been in the playoffs and he could have proved that he
But
was
he wants
How
one
do
of
you
the
know he
guy.
was going to
Maybe
be
he
in the
wants to be the
playoffs?
guy.
Because
How do you
of
know he was
the
going to be in the
Yankees,
playoffs?
80% of the time are in the playoffs.
How do you? Okay, why do you want to play? Why do you want to play with your rules? Why do you want to play the Yankee rules Okay, why? Maybe he doesn't want it. Maybe he doesn't want to be close to home. Maybe he wants to live from March to October in Southern California.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't want to play in the playoffs. Maybe he doesn't care about playing. That's my point.
Dude,
that's my issue. That's my issue with him is that it looks like
He doesn't.
he doesn't want to win.
So
it looks like he doesn't want to win.
You said the other day that he should have gone to Philadelphia. You know how many seasons in a row, Xander, that the Phillies missed the playoffs? 10. 10 seasons. Bro, they didn't make the... Oh, if they would have had Trout, they would have had a better chance. We don't know that because it's fucking baseball.
Demand a trade. I'm asking
Dude,
right now.
You're crazy.
For Mike Trout to demand a trade.
That is such a bad take on a baseball player.
I think it's a great take. Demand a trade.
Do you think Ohtani should do the same thing? Or
Ohtani
100%.
has to go.
Yeah.
By
100%.
the way, odds came out. Hamlin, who is a legit sports writer, and I know you're going to freak out about this, but the odds came out, and Ohtani is favored. The odds are favored him to go to the Dodgers.
Not happening.
I'll throw up in my mouth.
I'll throw up in my mouth if he stays with the Angels.
Dude, it's literally the dumbest take.
Well,
period.
It's my take. I've never been accused of being brilliant.
I hope the Padres pay Ohtani.
I hope they do, and he'll do the same shit that fucking Trout did.
Padres? You think he would go to the Padres? Ohtani would?
They have the money.
How do they have that much money?
Because the owners, they'll spend. In baseball, you can spend and pay the tax and fucking.
I would respect it. I would respect it if he went to the Padres. I would.
Now, let me ask you something. Let's say the Angels play well, and they make a trade at the deadline, and the Angels win the West, and they're in the playoffs. Ohtani resigns with them. Now what?
Then I have no problem with that. If they prove that they could win, then I will respect that.
Bro, they've tried, though. You understand that.
So hard.
Listen,
they've tried.
Rafa, you know more than anything, baseball is about scouting and front office. It's huge. You know that.
Okay.
Their front office and scouting sucks with the Angels. They suck. And you can't deny that. They suck. So that.
And you don't believe in any sort of loyalty. You think that's a cop-out.
Not when it comes to winning. Not when it comes to winning.
Maybe people don't care about winning and they just care about money.
That's my problem. That's my problem with Trout. You're saying that he shouldn't care about winning, and that's my issue.
That's not what I'm saying. I just don't care if he wins.
So, just to mix in, just with your logic that you have there with that, do you see KD? How do you view the whole KD situation?
Because it's like a Trout. It's a Trout thing, and he says no, it's not.
Is it not the same?
It's a Trout thing.
What do you mean?
With what KD did?
KD
when
left
you're talking
Oklahoma.
about just winning and not being loyal.
Like I said, I don't blame him.
Okay.
I do not blame KD to trying to go win. I said, and I told Barkley, I said, Barkley tried to do the same thing. If you're not winning and you're a star, I don't blame you for trying to go win.
That's different in baseball.
Let me see the lighter, Rafa.
You got one right. No, I don't know. Oh, no, you're right. So who's done it in baseball? Who's got up and left to another team to try and win?
A-Rod.
A-Rod. They paid him a shit ton of money, and I want to say the Yankees traded for him.
He left. A ton of baseball players have
Name
left.
everyone besides
Johnny
A-Rod.
Damon.
Johnny Damon.
from Oakland to fucking.
We're saying Johnny Damon. We're having a baseball conversation which involves Mike Trout, and you say Johnny Damon.
You said name a player
That's
that
Johnny
wasn't.
Damon. He's irrelevant.
You said name a player that wasn't winning and wanted to go win.
Johnny Damon is irrelevant. That's an irrelevant player.
Johnny Damon was great in fucking Boston.
Oh no.
No, he was.
He was never great. He was a good baseball player. We're talking about Mike Trout.
Name a baseball player that wasn't winning and tried to go win.
Yeah, a good one.
That's ridiculous.
A good one.
All of them, except for Mike Trout.
Not one.
All of them.
Not one.
All of them.
What guy came out and said, "Oh, I'm going to go to this team because I want to win a World Series"?
Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, he went to the Mets. That was real good. Left the team that made the World Series and went to the Mets. Woo! Wrong.
Trying to go fucking win.
He was in the World Series.
All of them.
None of them. You don't have one.
Well,
it makes no sense. And you guys just hate Trout because he's the best player in the league and he's not on the Dodgers. That is obvious.
You keep on going back to that. And that's not what I'm saying.
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like I want him to play in the playoffs. That's what it sounds like. But let's finish.
I agree, but
Let's finish with that.
I don't mind it.
We will go back and forth with that. Now, if you guys didn't know, we brought in on the mic. We brought in Xander Silva, 3 times master champion, 3-time state placer, amazing wrestler out of San Marino High School, Division I wrestler, CBU, Cal Poly. And we're going to talk some UFC and some Mat Madness going on.
you guys are going to talk, and I'm just going to watch.
I actually need to take a piss really bad.
So we'll have a quick commercial break.
We're going
We'll be
to
right
shoot
back.
you with a commercial.
All right.
We'll be right back. One. So I'm the only one here with Eddie, Money, and Jacob because Eddie went to the restroom.
We got to keep a count. How many times Eddie doesn't make it back on time?
Oh, every time. If
Commercial.
4 for 4, 5 for 5. He's batting 1,000. He's the Mike Trout of not getting back on a bathroom break on time. But Eddie said he's not the best ever, so he's not the Mike Trout. Here comes Edward, the Mike Trout of bathroom breaks. Xander's also back. So Xander's a UFC specialist, superstar wrestler in his heyday, and he's going to break down Mat Madness, which is the NCAA's wrestling championship,
Yes, sir.
and then the UFC.
All the qualifiers this weekend, right? Big Ten.
Yes, Big Ten
Pac-12,
champion,
Big 12.
ACCs, the granddaddy of them all, which is the Big Ten.
Michelle
Yes.
said she would like to donate a fantastic mini Bengals helmet for the table, but must be there on your table every show.
We could do that.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I don't mind. And
love it.
This is Lawrence Taylor and Michael Vick.
By the way, this is signed Michael
These
Vick.
are autographed Lawrence Taylor, the LT,
The real LT, North
and
Carolina.
an autographed mini Falcons speed replica of Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, baby.
So we will have the
CJ,
Bengals.
CJ Stroud's favorite. There was a,
Out of all 2 quarterbacks to say that are your favorite,
You said
picked those
Michael
2.
Vick
and
and
Deshaun Watson.
that's my boy right there. That's my dog.
His PR team is.
Did you see the
angry right
memes?
now.
Did you see the memes? There was a dog, like they said, after CJ Stroud comes home, the dog looks at him like,
Guys, he did his time.
listen, Michael Vick. Listen, my sisters both have rescues. They wanted to personally take a hit out on Michael Vick. But he did his time, and he's repented. But Deshaun Watson? No.
I'm not sure if he's done his time yet.
Why you own a massage parlor?
No, I'm just, no.
Okay.
No, we're not going there. Jacob, could you do me the honors and open this beautiful bottle of Silver Oak? So,
You opened? Oh no, you didn't.
are we going to go into Matt Madness or UFC first?
Let's go Matt Madness. Finish it with the UFC.
Okay, so Matt Madness, everyone, if you guys don't know, it is the NCAA Championship. It's a 3-day tournament. It starts on this exactly when March Madness starts.
Next Thursday.
Amazing event. Incredible. I went last year to Detroit, and we're going to break down. There's 10 weight classes in the NCAA, and we're going to break down all 10. Now we're going to start with 125. Now, 125, it's signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, it's pretty much who's beaten Spencer.
The goal.
This guy's winning it.
So check this out, Rafa. So this kid, Spencer Lee, he's been a phenom since he was 9 years old. Really good friends, by the way, with from the Cowboys. Our man,
Micah Parsons. So he goes to Penn State?
No, he goes to Iowa, but he's from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That's where they're buddies.
Yeah.
They were childhood freaking friends.
They wrestled, I think. Didn't Micah Parsons wrestle
Yes,
as well?
Michael
there was a
Parsons.
video.
Shout out Cowboys.
Wow, awesome.
And he went to the Iowa. Anyways,
I did see that, yeah.
Spencer Lee last year. This is his fourth. He's going to go for his fourth championship
In a row.
In a row.
He's
But-
a senior this year? This is it?
Yes, he's like a 7th or 6th year senior. But what's amazing about him is that last year, before the Big Tens, he blew out his other knee. So he had 0, and the year before that, he blew out his knee and never had surgery.
Knee issues.
So he won last year his 3rd championship with 0 ACLs.
Wow.
And he did it. Everyone's like, something's wrong. He never said a word until he won it, and it's the best interview in the world. They're like, what's wrong? We can tell. He's like, well, I didn't want to say anything, but coach told me to say it. I blew out my knee again, and I just won a championship with 0 ACLs. And they're like, why didn't you say anything? He's like, because excuses are for wussies.
Wow.
So he just ruined it for every kid that ever did, who sprained anything. It's
I
like,
feel like a pussy right now.
yeah, Spencer Lee is the epitome of he's the toughest guy on the planet, and 125 pounds, by the way.
His
Wow.
pain tolerance must be insane.
He's
Outrageous.
he's an animal. I mean, you could attest to that.
So he's locked in. He's going to win it.
He's gonna win it.
He's dominated all year. No one's really gotten that close. Maybe the kid from Purdue was up
Has he
on him
lost the
for-
match? No.
he has
this year?
no. Freshman year, Nick Pacini from Oklahoma State.
Piccinini stuck him.
Yeah, stuck him.
Was that his freshman year or sophomore year?
It might have been his sophomore year.
But he
Tomasello
hasn't-
beat him his freshman year.
But he hasn't
This year,
lost.
this year he is not.
No.
He's not even gotten close.
So he's not losing.
It's not even
No one's
close.
gotten
Okay.
any close. But he hasn't wrestled Pat Glory, and Pat Glory's on the EIWA on that side, and he's a 2 seed this weekend. The EIWA seeds were a little.
What? Oh, who got the
Outrageous.
number 1 seed?
I don't even know. No, that's at 33,
yeah,
and
you're right.
they gave Yanni a 2 seed too at
So
49.
let's give a shout out because Patrick Glory is a monster from Princeton. Super monster. That's going to be but do you know who the number 3 seed is, or the number 3rd ranked wrestler in the nation is? Our hometown hero who has been in this backyard.
Liam Cronin.
Mr. Liam Cronin is the
Big shout out to Servite High School.
Servite High School, Orange County. This kid,
Where does he wrestle now?
he wrestles
Nebraska.
at Nebraska. This kid, was one of the first kids in any sport. This kid started wrestling as a freshman in high school, and to make it where he's made it, like we saw him in Vegas. Great kid. We're rooting for him, but we are giving this to Spencer. And now let's go to 133, which is probably one of the most favorite weights, right? And you have RBY, who has actually been in this house as well.
Yeah, he's been in this backyard.
He's been in this backyard too, but RBY is Penn State. He is also going for his third?
I think. Yeah, third.
In a row?
Or no?
It might be in a row. Because he's been Dayton twice.
Oh yeah.
So this would be his third. Dayton Fix, who's for some reason the number 1 guy. They really screwed this whole
They
thing
haven't
up.
wrestled each other yet, huh?
They haven't wrestled.
year.
But I can't see anyone beating RBY. Not even the greatest of all time. So Dayton Fix, his Instagram handle is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And he hasn't beat RBY yet.
0 national championship?
He's zero
Everybody's got
national
his
champ-
number right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel bad for him. But who do you like here, Zanderlei?
I like McGee from ASU.
ASU,
Him and
baby.
Vito had a good match this year.
That's right.
I'm not sure where that was. They had that duel. it was a flow event. But those two, other than that,
it's a RBY fix.
RBY and Fix pretty much. I mean, Mickey Philippi and Sam Latona coming from the ACC.
ACC, bye.
But other than that, yeah, it's just those pretty much those top 5 guys. I don't see anyone. Dayton and Roman Bravo Young pretty much have it. I would think
RBY taking it all again.
I think so.
From
Penn State.
No, come on, Papa.
From who?
Where's RBY from?
Oh, Arizona.
Tucson, baby.
Tucson.
In the hoods of Tucson.
Hoods of Tucson.
Hood of Tucson. So now to 141, another kid from New Mexico, tough as nails.
Yeah.
Whose childhood dream, I've talked to his dad many times. His dad's OG, tough dude. They grew up in the hood in New Mexico. Tough as
In Albuquerque?
In Albuquerque. His name is Riel Woods. And his dream was to go to Stanford. And kind of crazy. So he's from there, but went to high school to wrestle with Izzy, who's a big MMA coach. And he coaches at Montini Catholic in Chicago. He went to go wrestle for him in high school. Stud. Went to Stanford. Graduated.
Wow.
He did what he said he was going to do. Left Stanford. And now he's at Iowa.
Which is a perfect fit for him. I think.
He's just a tough dude.
So is he winning this?
So he is the number 1 seed at 141. Number 2, Cole Matthews. Short vato, mean as hell.
From Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh in the ACC, who won it last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cole. And then you have
Andrew Alirez.
That's
the one. That's what I think is probably going to be the finals.
Northern Colorado. Him and Sonny were on a but this dude is legit. This dude was the number 1 ranked guy coming out of high school, recruited by everyone, and he's from Colorado 4-time state champ, and
Wow.
he stayed in Northern Colorado.
Yeah, UNC.
And the other UNC. So
you know who we have as a number 1 seed at Pac-12s?
Cleveland Belton, baby.
Cleveland Belton.
Shout out to Cleveland Belton. When you want to say someone's been in this house, his mom was just here last week.
Cleve guy.
So Cleveland Belton, the number 1 seed in the Pac-12. Cleveland,
That's Oregon State?
Oregon State.
Yes,
he
sir.
was at ASU, and now he's with a great coach and a great program. Not that Arizona State's not, but he found his niche there.
He's home.
He's home. Jesse Vasquez hurt. Not wrestling, which is a bummer. Jesse, 4-time state champion. There's only been 2 of them in California, Rafa. There's only been 2 4-timers.
3 now. He was the third, I think.
Neville's.
Neville's, well, now 4 then because Justin Mejia,
Mejia won.
Neville's,
2,
Jesse, and then before that it was somebody that wrestled with Azevedo. Daryl Vasquez.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Bakersfield, Daryl Vasquez.
Yeah.
You went to Bakersfield.
Yeah.
So
Cecilia said, "Notice how they're all the West Coast wrestlers."
woo,
Yep,
tell her that
exactly.
shit. So,
Exactly.
so
No gang banging on the show, guys. Please.
that's my mom gang banging.
Yeah,
West
we're
Side.
speaking wrestling
My
here,
mom's
okay?
throwing up the W's.
Listen, there's no gangsters out there.
So Riel Woods.
Higher the
all
socks
blue.
and downer the fool. He's in all blue, eh? God, Nebraska must get crazy
Listen,
in all red.
there's some studs at this weight class.
Bo Bartlett.
Bo-
See that Big Tens.
Bo
at Penn
Bartlett
State.
also been in this house.
I think Cale
Let us
Sanderson knows how to get those guys on that team. He knows how to get them ready for that last push of the postseason.
Guys, if you
He
notice
always
from
knows.
this segment, by the way, Eddie knows a lot of wrestlers. If you keep saying that, people are going to be like, Eddie's hosting matches. This motherfucker's got backyard wrestling.
Fight Club.
Fight Club back here.
First rule of Fight Club, Rafa. We don't talk about
That's
Fight
what it
Club.
knows. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
He's been here too.
He's been here too.
Yes. So 141. I love a Rial and Andrew Alvarez final. Who would you give the nod to?
I think I would give it to Real Woods. I think his time is due.
He's just been so consistent and such.
I think with the
badass.
Iowa room, with the Iowa room, with the Brands brothers behind you like that, that's a lot of
Iowa,
it's a
man.
lot of motivation. They get them ready too.
I got to get Rafa into wrestling, man. He would
Yeah.
dig it because
Dude, I only watched Sonny. That was
Yeah,
it.
you know, Rafa is a Flow Wrestler
I'm a
subscriber.
member.
Yeah,
I'm a
member?
subscriber.
He
I
watches
get all the
it,
emails.
yes.
I get the highlights. I get everything.
Dude, he's like, Sonny's up on Mat 9. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, thanks.
I got it alerted. I get a text message. I get the whole 9.
So 149. Are we going? Is Yanni going for his 4th?
Is it 4?
God, I feel like I feel like it might be 4. Maybe I don't know if Eddie could pull this up. What is Yanni
Oh, I don't know. if you can spell this one.
Diamalkahalis?
YAA.
Is he Greek?
NNI.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
he is.
Why you say? Oh yeah, like he's super Greek.
Diakomohalis.
Yes.
DIAK.
Yanni was the first one actually to, in his, about 3 years ago, during the tournament, second round, screwed up his knee. Come to find out, blew out his knee. And won 3 more matches, Rafa.
Wow.
Imagine
These
this
guys are monsters.
And,
They're
and
scary.
here's the
They're a
thing,
little
like,
scary.
it's not like they're not using their knee. When you're wrestling, people are wrenching on your knee.
Oh my god! When I was
You wrestled?
no, but I took pictures for
You
them.
too big for that shit.
That's how
That's how
got
we
to
met.
know him.
He was the
He was a photographer.
Eddie
Yeah.
was the social media director of Bosco Wrestling.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I see it. Big dorky white dude. You can say. It's just what he looks like. It's not what he is.
so I was coming off my ACL surgery, so I would like wince.
Again?
Not as my original
His
one.
first
Oh,
one.
the
His
first one. He's
Yeah.
gonna have another one.
So I was like, every time I'd
Walking,
watch,
by the way.
it just wince. Disgusting. Like the way their knees, the way they move is just
crank.
It's
crazy.
just crazy.
By the
Yes,
way, real
break
quick,
down.
should we not have Shanae on that mic for this?
Shanae, she's
Super
Oh.
diehard.
Shanae Bird.
Shanae probably knows more than me, honestly.
I think there's a delay. Watch,
Yeah.
she's gonna look up
Probably about
here.
30 seconds.
So
That or she's just on Instagram.
the number 1 seed is Yanni. Then we have Austin Gomez. Austin, another G.
Who said he's gonna be wrestling at Big Tens? Chris Bono said he's gonna be wrestling.
Wow. And then Sammy Sasso. How cool is that? Sammy's
That's
That's
a
a badass
deep weight
name.
class.
also
Sammy
been
Sasso, yeah.
been in this house.
I'm telling you, the shit that goes on here.
I have
What do you mean 3? What's 3? She's probably watching wrestling. She's
So-
like, it's 30 degrees out. I'm not going.
So we held a little camp. I have a great story.
And he
about
set
Sammy.
this whole area up with mats.
Yeah. We had a little camp. It's Yanni's
Yanni's
third.
third?
Well, come over
You
here,
should
Shanae.
come out here. Get it.
Yes.
You know more about wrestling than Eddie, but he's had more players here.
So
wrestlers.
so we had a little camp here, right? We had
Shanae ran it, by the way, guys.
yeah.
Shanae, Eddie's wife.
We had like 10 of the best wrestlers in the country here. And Sammy Sasso from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Just OG stud, right? And he comes to the house, whatever. I tell all the kids, like, this is your house. Please respect it. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And we had pizza here in the backyard. And
Julio's?
It might have been Julio's.
Okay.
More than likely.
But this is a great story. I have to tell it. So, so the night's done.
Eddie came out in full gear.
We're putting everyone to sleep, right? And Sammy is like trying to clean up and do this, and I see him in the trash can, and I'm like, "Dude, Sammy, no, I got this." He's like, "No, I'll help," and he's just searching for something. Like, this dude's looking for something. Like, he lost something. So, Shanae's like, because we did all their laundry, because they, she's like, I found a pack of Skull in the washing machine. Now Sammy's 16 or 17. Like, this is how badass they are. Like, they just wrestle and pack a big old freaking Skull. And we're from Pennsylvania.
He couldn't find that chew. He couldn't find that. She's like,
That's what
shit.
he was
Where's
looking
my
for.
He was
chew?
fiending.
That's what he was looking for, man. It was, dude. So Sammy's been to the finals, but
What weight class is
this is
149.
149. But
this? What do you think, Shanae? Who's winning 149?
Yanni.
Wow.
Yes, Yanni probably my favorite wrestler.
Probably Yanni's greatest hits.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Who do
So
you?
this will be his third if he wins it?
This is his 3rd title.
In a row, no.
Yes, it has to be.
I don't know.
It has to be.
Might have taken a COVID year.
Yeah,
can't remember.
Who do you have here, Zanderlei?
I think Yanni as well, but I see Kyle Parko and Jaden Abbas causing serious problems for whoever else is in that bracket. I think
Dude,
whoever the top
Kyle
4
Parko, California State champion, stud.
peaked at the right time.
California, De La Salle, by the way.
And Jaden Abbas is California too.
Yes. So, Now let's go to 157.
This is Sonny's division.
Probably my favorite weight class, right? Number 1 seed, Peyton Robb, Nebraska. Tough as nails. Number 2 seed,
Austin O'Connor.
Austin O'Connor. He comes out. His song is what was that movie? The Irish movie.
The Town?
Not The Town. The other one with
Departed?
Dude, he comes out, and they're from Chicago, and I love Mike O'Connor. He follows on Instagram. I got to get a hold of Mike. He's from Chicago.
Okay.
He has hot dogs and beers, and we're going to Chicago. This dude, they're the best.
Don't get a hold of him
people in the
after
world.
that impression.
Oh, dude, he's the best. I was thinking about Mike today, but Austin is UNC's first national champion after 20 years. He won it against Sammy 2 years ago. And then Austin bumped up to 157, and he blew out his knee before. Are you getting the theme here?
Yeah.
Before ACCs, and he barely made it and qualified. So he gets to the championships. He loses his first match to some dude from Citadel. Deshaun Kaiser, right?
Not the quarterback.
Not the quarterback. And Austin, on one leg and a torn ACL, fights all the way back and makes All-American. It was just the guttiest shit. Literally that night after he made it at our hotel, they wheeled him in a fucking wheelchair, dude.
That's awesome.
And Austin is the number 2 seed. Austin lost to Peyton couple last year. Austin was going through some stuff, and this is obviously a little jaded, but Austin is. I'm so glad that my son got to wrestle with this kid. This kid is the epitome of toughness. He will be a UFC champion one day. He will train with DC when all this is said and done, and O'Connor will be a superstar, Shanae.
You're taking him.
I'm taking him to beat Peyton Robb.
Yes, he will be the
Have they wrestled each
157.
other? Have they wrestled each other this year or no?
Not this year. Austin's undefeated this year. He's a man on the mission. If you ask Sonny wrestles him every day, and it's
He's
gonna win it.
Him and Bryce Andonian should be in the finals this weekend for ACC.
yes,
He just
Bryce
beat Bryce Andonian.
Oh, really? Before the
yeah, just a couple weeks ago. Shanae's
Where's Bryce
perfect.
from? North Carolina State?
No, he is
Virginia
Tech.
Oh, okay.
Another stud from St. Ed's, Ohio. Andonian.
deep weight class.
He hasn't been here.
No,
But-
he has
No,
not.
Bryce has not been here.
He didn't come
Yes.
for Madness.
You know who's on this
Eddie's
list,
pad.
but who's been here but is not wrestling? Ja'Cory Teamer from ASU, from New York.
He was at Madness.
Is he wrestling
Eddie's.
this year?
No.
No, injured, tore a pec, I believe. But that's my call. Oh, O'Connor, Peyton Robb.
I would think O'Connor as well.
I'm hoping O'Connor. Austin, good luck to you. Mike and his wife, amazing people from Chicago. That's 157. Now let's go to maybe the second or first best weight class, 165.
Most anticipated for sure.
Woo!
Most anticipated for sure.
There's
And they're
some
going to
dudes
wrestle
here?
this weekend, most likely.
Yes.
They're probably going to wrestle this weekend.
So, David Carr, Sonny, you've seen when we were in Spain. That's who Sonny lost to.
Oh,
in
yes.
Spain. The USA representative,
Yes.
super stud. David Carr comes from a lineage. He's the number 1 seed. He just beat Keegan O'Toole, who was the champion last year. Handled him pretty well, but then the three seed is Cam Amin from the Amin family, University of Michigan. Dean Amity, super stud. Sonny wrestled him. That didn't go too well.
Shane Griffith still.
Shane Griffith. You know who just beat Shane Griffith? Who just Shanae knows.
California.
Matt Olguin.
Matt Olguin, Buchanan High School. Huge upset. Shane Griffith from a Bergen Catholic, New Jersey, but saved Stanford Wrestling.
Literally.
Single
Literally
hand.
he did.
So in 2020, I don't know if you know this.
Probably not.
Stanford was going to eliminate 7 or 11 programs,
And that was one.
and wrestling was one. And it was done. It wasn't even up for grab. They had eliminated, this was last year, and Shane Griffith goes to the championship, and it's a big thing on ESPN on Sunday. A lot of people watch, and he won it, and the crowd, what they do? They stood up, they chanted,
Save Stanford Wrestling. They were chanting,
Yeah.
Save Stanford Wrestling.
It was just an incredible moment, and you know what they did? They freaking saved it.
It's awesome.
Shane Griffith
Gives you the chills.
They didn't even get to wear gear or anything last
No,
year.
he
had to
wore
wear a
black
black
He
singlet.
wore a black singlet. He wore a
Really?
black, yeah. He wore
What
black.
color's your singlet?
My singlet?
Yeah.
teal.
Oh, Sinead's. I
Teal
look
and
like a
silver.
big chorizo, like ready to burst. If you put me in a singlet, you want to fry me.
I'd pay to see that. I'd pay to see that.
So when I
On
had,
the show live, I would pay.
I had really bad back knee
Uh-oh.
in high school, so I was ashamed. Like I had these monster zits. Like it didn't have a lot, but there was like Mount Washington or Vesuvius, like just one huge fucking zit on the back. I didn't like it, but anyways,
Jesus.
that's another story. Yeah, we're a little bit off topic, but 165, crazy weight class. Who do you like, Xander?
I'm taking David Carr. I think him riding Keegan O'Toole out in the third period
That
for
was
2 minutes.
Impressive.
That's demeaning. It's demeaning for
Impressive.
somebody.
And David Carr upset last year in the early rounds. I mean, it happens every year. It's a lot like March Madness. Dude.
Yeah, that tournament.
There's
Really?
there's
Something about that tournament. Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, there's 33 people that make it to each. You have to be the top 33 in the
At the
country.
weight class.
In the weight class. And that's
Okay.
all the brackets 33. That's
What
it.
number one seed gets to buy, right?
The,
Or how does that work?
maybe. How's that work?
yeah,
Xander?
actually, I'm not sure. It depends because they have one pigtail now.
Like a
'cause they take
pigtail,
33,
yeah.
So someone has to
But
go. and settle.
usually, like they'll, the one seed. I think the closest it's ever come is Kennedy Monday beat Joey Lavalier as the number 2 seed, and Kennedy was in the 30s. That's the
The closest it's
ever come. Like
I
the biggest
remember
upset.
going to the NCAA's in 2015 and watching Zeke Moisey tear through everybody at 125.
from West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yes.
Pinned Thomas Gilman in the semis, made it to the finals, ended
Made it
up
to the
hurting himself, I think, against Tomasello. But
Yes.
he beat Nashawn Garrett
What was
second
his
round.
rank?
He was I don't even think he was seeded that tournament.
Wow.
It had to be maybe 13.
So these tournaments are amazing, and you could relate to this, Rafa. So how we got into this, we put our boys into San Fernando Boys and Girls Club in Pacoima, but it's called San Fernando Boys and Girls Club. And one of our teammates / whatever, he went to San Fernando High, and there's only been 1 or 2 champions from the city section that have ever won a state championship, because you have your CIF and Johnny Prada.
Yeah.
Number
26s. I don't even know what he was.
126 pounder.
126
maybe
pounder.
13
I
or
think
something
he
crazy.
was like a 20 seed, and he just started winning, and we had never been to a California state tournament. And someone called us. We stopped. Like, Johnny is in the semifinals. We got in our car and rushed to Bakersfield
Wow.
and watched Johnny Prada from San Fernando High School
That was awesome.
upset,
Wyatt
and he
Wyckoff.
won Wyatt Wyckoff and won a state championship
That's
from
awesome.
San Fernando High.
Wow.
Put city section on the map. Shout out to Johnny, great artist. But that's what the tournament's about. It doesn't matter. You could win it from anywhere. You get hot.
Everyone's record is 0-0 when you go into that tournament.
Yeah.
No matter what happened throughout the year, it doesn't really matter. That's the one tournament where you could just make it happen.
So O'Toole doesn't make the adjustments. We have Carr winning.
I think he makes the adjustments. I just think David Carr just might be the better
So
wrestler. Just from my opinion, just from seeing what I've seen. I think getting ridden out is a big mental thing for somebody too. To get
Yeah.
ridden out for 2 minutes in the third period.
So, 174, the favorite by far. Carter Starachi, Penn State. What a stud. Is it Starachi or Staraki, Shanae?
Starochi maybe.
Who knows?
Staraki.
Is anybody beating him?
Mikey Labriola from Nebraska is a 2 seed right now. Mecky Lewis, who was a past NCAA champ.
Is
Mackay-
anybody beating
Mackay
him?
Lewis.
Mackay Lewis. No one's beating him.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
don't see
Here,
him.
I got a quick funny story about Carter Starachi.
Uh-oh.
So we fly to the Journeyman Classic in Schenectady, New York. It's Ruben and I were coaching. We brought about 5 or 6 kids to wrestle in this amazing tournament. And Ruben is coaching another kid, and he's like, "Hey, go coach Haas." And I'm like, and Haas is a 2-time California State champion. He looks like a
Hasaraptor.
yeah, he's just a maniac. So I'm in his corner. I'm feeling good about myself.
Right.
And this kid comes up, and Cale Sanderson and his brother pop up right like next to him, like, "Oh, Haas." And these are the coaches from Penn State.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And the best coaches, they've won the last 9 champions. I'm like, "Haas, here we go, baby. We have Cale Sanderson. They're looking at you." And I'm there, and Carter Starachi. I didn't know who Carter Starachi was at the time, and he destroys Haas in like 30 seconds. And Ruben runs over. He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't think they were here to see Haas. I think they were here to see that kid." So Carter Starachi, stud. He's taking 174.
Yeah, he won last year.
Yeah, he's just a super stud. And he will be another MMA champion. He's already said it. That's him. 184. Aaron Brooks, Penn State.
Aaron Brooks is taking it again.
Yeah, I don't.
Parker.
I know he lost, but I think Aaron
Who
Brooks
did he
is
lose
going
to?
to take it. He lost to the guy from, was it, no.
He lost
Northern
to
Iowa?
Cornell.
Was it Northern Iowa or something?
No, it was, I forget. Anyways,
He's not losing this
he's not losing. Aaron Brooks,
I can't remember.
amazing.
Yeah,
I wanna
they
How
have-
many
say it's
guys
Northern
does Penn
Iowa.
State
I
have
wanna
at
say
the
it-
top?
Can you look it up, Eddie?
Parker-
I think it's
Parker
Northern
Kakison?
Iowa.
I showed
Parker
you.
Kakison's
I
the
showed
2
you.
seed right now.
Sinead, remember in Vegas, I said, "This is Parker right here. He's amazing from Northern Iowa.
A sophomore.
He's unbelievable." But that's not.
Yeah, Trent Headley, Marcus Coleman.
Yeah.
Trey Munoz. Shout out California.
Shout out to Trey, his dad, MMA
Munoz,
legend,
legend.
MMA legend. 197. He asked, "How many guys does Penn State have?" They have at least every year. They've had at least 4 or 5
At
champions.
least. At champions.
Yeah,
The
at
rest are
least.
It's
Pretty
How
good.
many
The
weight
number one.
classes is it?
There's 10.
10.
So they win like almost half.
Half.
Usually.
They
Usually
won-
Wow.
it's clinched by the time the finals start, and that's not even when they
Penn
start
State
winning.
has won.
Like they clinch it before the finals. Even a couple. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. They clinched it before the finals started, and then they had 4 champions.
Wow.
So it's that serious.
Penn
Yeah,
State has
usually.
won 9 out of the last 10 national championships.
They figured it out.
It's they have a factory.
They figured it out. It's fun.
Factory.
Everyone that goes there always says that I have fun.
That's the one thing that exactly no one knows. They're very secretive of what they do, but every kid after they win, they said, "We're just having fun."
Yeah, we
and
play
wrestling
wrestle.
is not fun.
Yeah, it's not at
So
all.
I'm not
It's
sure
not.
what they're doing,
I don't know.
but they're doing it right. 197. Max Dean. Guess from where, Rafa?
No idea.
Penn State.
Oh, surprise,
Number 1
surprise.
seed. Surprise, surprise.
Jeez. Shocker.
Yeah, Michael Beard, the 2 seed. There's no one. Nino Bonacorsi maybe won it last year.
Yeah, they have him as a 1 seed here. That I'm looking on
Bernie Trucks.
Intermat.
Bernie,
yeah.
Bernie, who got a horrible seed.
For this weekend or for the?
They had him at 33 a couple
Really?
weeks ago. He's been hurt.
Yeah.
Bernie Trucks, I think, took 3rd. Cal Poly kid from San Diego.
This weekend he's got to win.
He's gonna win this. Bumps up to 197.
Big.
I see a Bernie Trucks, Max Dean, final,
That would be sweet.
and I'll give it to
This weekend?
Yeah.
For
No.
no,
The
for the-
we're
Matt
talking,
Madness.
we're talking
Matt
about
Madness.
championship.
Oh.
I have a funny story
But
about.
it's still qualifiers this weekend.
I have a funny story about Bernie
No,
Trucks.
no, you're taking us off. That's
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
he was here in the backyard. So it was
Let's move it on.
yeah.
All right. It was really
So
good.
it was a 90-degree afternoon.
Yes. 285 heavyweight.
285?
Yeah.
285 is the max limit. Yeah.
Max.
285.
And there were guys. There was this guy Adam Kuhn from Michigan that was cutting to make that, and he
Yeah.
was a big
He was
boy.
rocket scientist.
He was the astrophysicist.
Yes.
Very
Michigan.
smart man. 285 pounds.
Yes.
But yeah,
Wow.
there's no one. I mean, Mason Paris,
There's
Greg Kirkvliet from Penn State.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Mason's winning for Michigan.
Yeah.
Super stud. That's Madness, baby. I'm hoping, I'm praying to God that Rafa has the pull to get some wrestling on at the Bellagio.
Oh, Dude,
We'll
you're
see.
going to have to deal with 400 screaming
Yes.
fans there from
Yes.
small schools like Stony Brook.
Yeah, and
Who
Stony
want
Brook,
the-
Davidson,
Oh, Davidson fans want him on the big screen.
Richmond.
Richmond, yeah.
It's awesome. So
I want Iona on the big TV. Bro. Okay, only because they're playing Kansas. Go.
So that's our Matt Madness. We thought we'd give it some love. You know, wrestling doesn't get much love, but we should give. And Shanae, you have any? By the way, my wife is the biggest college wrestling fan of all time.
She watches more wrestling than you.
But
Way more.
It's not even close.
Way more.
It's not even close.
Solidified.
So
I think I
That's-
watched every duel this season.
that's yes.
That's
yes.
a degenerate.
She is.
That's a degenerate.
I'm
I
hoping.
watched it on our Valentine's dinner. I
That's,
put it on my phone.
that's a true story.
Eddie wanted to watch a Notebook.
Yes. How the roles have reversed.
Really?
What do you want?
Yes. So that's that. Now let's get into our final segment.
Thank you, Shanae.
Thank you,
Thank
Shanae. You have any thoughts on team championship, Iowa, Penn State?
No, Penn State's going to win. But
Do you
I'm
think
rooting
it's
for Austin.
Do you think it's a
I want
clinch
him to
before
bring
the
home
finals again?
championship. I'm sorry?
Is it a clinch before the finals again for
Oh,
Penn
yeah.
State?
Yeah. Shout out to all the UNC wrestlers trying to
Yes,
make that
all the
run.
UNC wrestlers.
We love you.
We wish we could be there
we
this
wish
year.
we could
We're
be.
Tar Heel supporters.
But shout out to Austin and Mike and his whole family. We know you're gonna do well. We wish we could be there with you, but circumstances. So on to UFC. Big fight this weekend.
John Jones.
John Jones.
John Jones.
So do we have the card? Do we have the main card? I know.
Let me just talk about two. I just wanted to talk about two
break it
prelim
down.
fights because
I
this
told
prelim-
you
this
he's gonna
prelim
have
card-
dude. He's gonna have the fight that they're gonna have in Eddie's backyard.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
He's got that input.
These two fights on the prelims
That's so good.
could be main card fights. First one, Cody Garbrandt.
Now, real
Cody.
quick, Xander, for you guys that are watching or not watching that are degenerate gamblers, are you going to be able to give us some picks here?
I will.
Are you going
I
to
will.
blue chip?
I have-
Are you blue chipping some stuff? Are you blue chipping some stuff?
UFC is a hard sport to blue chip,
Give
but you
him
know what?
the-
I'll blue
give
chip.
him-
I'll
All right,
blue chip.
send him
I'll
that
blue chip a
bell.
couple.
Send him the bell.
I'll blue chip a
Send him
couple.
here, I'll ring the bell for you. You
Yeah,
tell me what you
I'll
want to
tell
blue
you.
chip.
There you go.
I'll tell you.
Tell me if it's a blue chip match. I'll ring it.
I'll tell you. So I'm not going to blue chip the prelims,
Okay.
but these two are great. Cody Garbrandt.
Cody No Love.
Cody No Love Garbrandt, a champion, 2016. He's going against Trevin Jones. It's a prelim fight, obviously. He's 1-5 in his last 6 fights.
Wow.
1-5 since he won the title. Then he had those T.J. Dillashaw fights, which were not good for him.
1-5.
1-5.
Struggling.
Cut down to flyweight. His last fight, he went down to 125.
Oof.
Lost to Kai Kara France, who was fighting for the interim title. So he didn't lose to
He didn't lose any bumps.
bums. Yeah,
Right.
but he was not what he was when he won the belt. He looks healthy now. It's a big bounce back opportunity for him. He needs a statement win. They're both coming off a loss. And Cody's finally a favorite in this fight.
This is sort of like
Finally.
a do or die for Cody,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
Like,
You're 1-5 in your
next
last
step
6.
is like Bellator.
Bare knuckle
Bare
fight club.
Oh,
Luke
shit.
Rocco.
Eddie's backyard.
the slap contest.
Fight club, yeah.
You're
the
gonna have
power
him back
slap.
here. We'll have him back here
Power slap,
in
yeah.
June.
We'll have him for the power slap. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Hopefully Cody could get in the win column again.
And that's a
kinda start-
prelim?
That's a prelim.
That's not on the main card.
A prelim.
This main card's got to be loaded.
I don't. Oh, it has. Well, it is.
All right. Okay.
It is,
So who are
but-
you picking in this fight?
I'm taking Cody Garbrandt because I would like to see him get back on top. I don't know much about this Trevin Jones gentleman. They're both unranked, which makes sense.
Cody.
Obviously back at bantamweight, so Cody looks a little bit better, looks a little healthier at weigh-ins. I'm
Great
taking
neck
no love.
tattoos, by the way. Cody has the best neck tattoos.
He's a handsome gentleman.
He is.
he's a handsome gentleman.
Great neck tattoos.
Man crush alert. Man crush alert. All right.
then
So
one-
give me your pick.
I'm taking Cody Garbrandt on that.
All
one.
right.
And he's a favorite. He's a favorite for that one, but I'm still
Do
taking
we know
him.
the line?
Minus 175.
Minus
Ooh,
175.
that's good value.
All right.
taking him. I'm
Take the
taking him.
favorite.
Now, this next prelim, this is a top 10 matchup on a prelim. So this is pretty. This is at middleweight. Number 5, Derek Brunson. Number
Yes.
10, Dricus Duplessis. So this guy, Drickus.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not a Key and Peele?
I don't even want to.
Drickus, Washington State.
It's and he's from South Africa. He's a South African fighter.
Okay.
White complected.
I was gonna say
White dude? Okay.
He's a white man, but it's a top 10 matchup on the.
He got Black Daddy though.
Yes, pretty much. Drickus just finished Darren Till, and Darren Till just was out of the UFC roster recently.
Yeah.
Just got out because he said he wants to do some stuff with his knee. That's neither here nor there. But Brunson's coming off a loss. They're both super long. Derek is a plus 190 favorite.
Ooh.
That's from you. All this stuff is from UFC.com. I'm not.
What do you got on that, Eddie Money?
Derek Brunson's plus 180.
Plus 180.
Plus 180. Is that your pick?
I'm taking it.
Okay, so we had Derek Brunson plus 180 on the prelims. Xander is a UFC expert.
I'm taking it.
Facts.
Okay.
I'm taking it. Just because
That's why he's here tonight.
Drickus has a higher takedown accuracy, but Brunson has a higher takedown defense at 89% is what he has.
By the way, Jerkus, it's a alias what Sinead calls me sometimes.
Jerkus Duplessis.
Jerkus to places.
Yeah. Where did you leave your shit, Jerkus, is what she means.
In the places.
In the places. So
that's a good fight as a
so
prelim.
Brunson plus 180.
I'm taking
That's
Brunson.
your value guy.
I'm taking Brunson.
So far on the prelim.
And what I saw on UFC.com was plus 1,400 to win by submission, Eddie Money. I'm not sure if you could see to win by submission.
Is that what you're saying?
But no. I'm just saying that's a crazy one to possibly keep an eye on.
Throw maybe $20 on it, $10
I'll
on
throw
it.
a little $10. Just
Okay.
I mean, plus 1,400 according to UFC.com. Not the big betting.
I love it, Xander.
Not the big betting sites, but the main card.
Here we go. Main card. Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell.
Are we ringing? All right, we're gonna ring the bell for the main card.
This is a
blue chip. This is a blue chip alert.
Yes.
We got a blue chip alert.
I think Bo Nickel might come out as the biggest favorite to win a UFC debut, maybe of all time. I don't know the facts. I'm just
The
throwing that out
line's
there.
minus 2,000.
Minus 2,000.
So, Xander.
Wow.
So, when this fight originally came out,
Tough to blue chip a minus 2,000 guys.
okay,
Sorry.
Xander.
Maybe throw him in a. But to be fair, now, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
He's open at minus 455.
Yeah, it's minus at
Still a big line, but
So,
parlay.
When it came out, I text the group chat. I said, go to your bank, get a second mortgage, pull everything out, and put it on Bo Nickel.
Put the
Even
pink
though
slip
we
on
say
your
don't be a
card.
loser. but for Bo Nichols,
For Bo Nickel. From
This is different.
Penn State.
Penn
surprise,
State.
surprise.
3-time
So
NCAA
Bo's
champ.
minus 2,000. He's getting blue
Unbelievable.
chipped here tonight.
He looked great. He looked great
I
on his first 2 fights. He was in the Dana White Contender Series, 2 finishes, a triangle and a rear naked finish.
When is he ending this fight?
I would say within the first 2. I would think.
What's
That's what I'm
what's the
gonna put out.
total on this? Let's get a total because if you it's
So the funny thing is, Dana White has these. What's it now? What's it called?
Dana White Contender Series.
Contender Series. So like he has these up and comers. They fight, and if you win, he can give you the contract. Bo Nickel came out and beat his dude in 15 seconds, and Dana didn't give him a contract right away.
He said, "Well, let me just see if you
He's
can do
like-
that again."
Can you do it again?
Threw him somebody else. Finish him.
And
pretty much the same
he
thing.
did it
Under a
again.
minute.
again.
Under a minute. Yeah.
So for rounds, what round did you say?
The first
I'd
2.
say the
He said
second.
2.
Yeah, within 2.
So 1.5 under is minus 325. Over is plus 230.
Yeah, I would go under.
So where are we at? Under 2.5?
Under
1.5.
under 1.5 is minus 325.
Yeah.
So it's better odds than minus 2,000.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you want to blue chip the under? No.
I'll blue chip it. I'll
Blue
blue chip it for
chip.
sure. I'll blue chip it
Blue
for sure.
chip
I have,
the
a lot, I have a lot
under.
of trust. I have a lot of trust in a wrestling background like Bo Nichols because
Okay.
I've seen him rock somebody with the left hand, and he's a southpaw.
Yeah.
crazy.
All right.
So
So
it's a little different.
Come and get your bow.
Hawks, answer this question. Can you parlay a Bo Nickel to the under 1.5? Is that on Bovada? Can you do that?
I'm not on Bovada.
Understood, sir.
Understood.
Listen, we don't need to hear about your backyard bookie, but
We're not supporting Bovada.
yeah, we don't support Bovada.
Like,
Let's
is that
say,
something you can do?
Can you parlay?
Can you do it in Vegas?
You can't probably the winner.
not the same fight? No.
No, you can't.
Okay.
All right.
That's
We
what I
just
was
wanted to
asking.
know, sir. Don't get offended.
Okay, so Jacob's not on
He's
Bovada.
very offensive.
No Bovada.
It's like, I hate Bovada. They didn't mail me the check, those bastards. So,
Which is very hard to cash at a bank, by the way.
this Bovada?
Yeah, they look at you like, who?
Like, oh, you fucking piece of shit. All right, so next fight.
Next fight on the main card. Matus Gamrot, Jalen Turner. Gamrot coming in off a loss to Benil Dariush, who's probably going to fight Charles Oliveira soon in June or July, which is going to be a great fight.
So he's got to
Winner of
win
that-
this fight.
Yeah. Well, Matus Gamrot, he was coming up pretty good. Lost to Dariush in a unanimous decision, but he's stepping in on short notice. So Jalen Turner was supposed to fight Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker got injured. Matus Gamrot just fought in October.
Do we have a line? Sorry, Xander.
Turner is plus 185. Gamrot's minus 230.
Who do you like?
I like
Xander?
Gamrot.
Minus 230.
I like
Ooh.
I like Gamrot.
Minus
But Jalen Turner,
230.
This is gonna be one of the best fights of the night. I would think.
Really?
I would think because Jalen Turner is a way longer submission threat, big submission threat. He just finished his last fight in 45 seconds.
Wow.
He's called the Tarantula.
Wow.
He's called the Tarantula. So anyone with that name,
I'm scared of spiders.
obviously,
scared of spiders.
he's a very long man. But
Oof.
Matus Gamrot is pretty good at wrestling and grappling. So that's why it's going to be a great fight. See who's going to bring the hands.
You
who's
giving
gonna
us a
wrestle
pick?
More. I'm taking Matus Gamrot for sure.
Minus 230.
I'm taking it.
Okay.
Eddie, we got to get this up tonight or tomorrow
Yeah.
because this is some really quality, high level shit right here.
And we're going to grade you on this shit,
Yeah.
Xander.
Steph, I'm
I'll
ready.
keep your record.
I'm ready.
For sure.
I'm ready. I'm taking Matus Gamrot in that fight. That's going to be a good one. Next one. This is a big one. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Jeff Neal.
Rachmanov.
Jeff Neal just missed weight today by 4 pounds.
Wow.
Damn.
4 pounds.
Can't do that.
That's not anywhere near. That's not anywhere close. That's not. There's been times where you could step on the scale and you're maybe within a pound, and they give you maybe a couple hours try to get it
It
off.
seems like that's what happens though when you miss weight. Guys don't miss weight by half.
They just accept
They
it.
just
I
say,
feel
you
like
know
they just
what?
accept it.
It's usually like by 7.
Yeah, you reach a certain point. That's what Hamzat Chimaev did. He missed it by 8.
Yeah.
And that was just completely. So now they're taking 30% of his purse, of Jeff Neal's purse. So,
He's getting $40 a fight.
yep, which is in the UFC. It's pretty much
Fighting $40.
totaling him out at 400. So
And that where's that money
That's
going
horrible.
in?
Gas.
Right into
Right back
Dana's
in-
pocket, dude.
right into Dana's pocket.
We're not going to
and
get
then
into that.
that. Yeah, the rest of his check is going into.
I
the
love
fight camp,
Dana, and I
everything
love
else,
what he
but-
does.
I love Dana too.
Yeah.
But I
so-
think I'm gonna say this here today.
Say it loud. Say it proud.
2023. Shavkat Rakhmonov will be the champion at 170 pounds within the next year.
Woo!
Easily.
That's a bold
Easily.
statement.
Easily. 16-0, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions, 50-50. Huge grapple threat from
Is he Dagestan?
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
One of the stands.
One of the
Don't
stands.
ever fight a dude from Stan.
any type of stand. Uzbekistan,
Dagestan.
Kyrgyzstan, Dagestan,
And
any type of
Kazakhstan.
stands.
Gotta watch out with Borat.
Anything.
Yeah.
Watch out for Borat.
What was talked about was, did Jeff Neal miss weight on purpose? Was he willing to miss weight, take
Hope-
a certain percentage out of his purse to feel better when it comes to fight day, be a little bit step ahead, 4 pounds, you don't have to go all the way down, drain yourself. Is that going to work in his favor?
So, Xander, let me interrupt you here because this has been a topic on this show because it's obviously an issue. This has been an issue for a while in the UFC. These weigh-ins a day before, guys are cutting 35 pounds.
Huge.
35 pounds. The next day, when they fight, they're 30 pounds heavier.
That's crazy.
It is the most unhealthiest shit.
Dangerous.
And it could easily be fixed, like the NCAA has done, by going same day weigh-ins. You have an hour. Now in the NCAA, it used to be 2. Now it's 1 hour. You got to weigh in and wrestle the next hour. You cannot be dehydrated and perform, and it's a
Right.
very simple, but I don't know why they don't adopt it.
Even I just think even the smallest thing of they weigh in, so they weighed in this morning. So they have pretty much from Friday in the morning, and you're fighting Saturday night. So you have the most time to try to.
IVs all day.
Because
every
the
day.
thing is, when you're cutting weight, you're touching that target weight for maybe 20 minutes at the most.
Oh, yeah.
You're touching that weight for a little bit, shooting right back up. You're touching that weight to weigh in, and then you're right back up working.
You know
on
what's
getting right back
badass
up.
though? It was badass because wrestlers. Listen, this guy, he was a great weight cutter. Sonny, bad weight cutter. There's bad, and they get on the scale, and there's tears. But UFC guys, they get on, they pretend like they're good.
They do the flex.
But literally, they're flex,
crying inside.
and they just freaking want to fall over.
They try not to lock their knees. I feel like they don't try to.
Yeah.
They try not to lock their knees.
Yeah.
It might
The best
end up
thing
in a
ever
little bit.
was Xander's freshman year. Shaved his head to make weight.
Shaved it.
Shaved his
Shaved
head.
it off.
That is
Shaved
a
off all my hair.
real one.
Shaved off. I wasn't. There was no missing the weight.
Yeah.
back then.
That's badass.
That was not acceptable.
You can't- That's badass.
It was badass at the time. Didn't do great.
Talking about
It didn't pay off. But hey, I was there.
but we're talking about 14-year-olds. I mean, we're pushing
Yeah, I was
14-year-olds
14
to the
at
limit.
the time. I was a freshman in high school, but yeah, it's not a good culture. I think cutting weight,
Bad culture.
everyone is gonna cut. There's no way that no one's gonna cut any type of weight at all. There's no way.
There's guys though.
I think there's guys that
Jordan Burroughs, not a weight cutter.
doesn't cut a lot of weight, but he walks around obviously a lot heavier
Yes.
and trains and gets his body to a certain target weight, and then drops maybe 4 or 5 pounds. Doesn't eats a little bit smaller portions for a day or two maybe.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Well,
yeah,
sorry to
there's no-
interrupt you, but that's been a topic on this show.
Right.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. So next fight here, we got the
So
women.
who are we picking in that fight?
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
What's the line?
Minus 525.
It was 490 when I was looking this morning. Yeah,
Big line.
525.
Line's
yeah.
moving.
Does it say? Can you see if where it is for Jeff Neal to win by KO, by knockout?
And Xander said within the next year, champion at 170.
Champion at 170 for sure. Jeff Neal, his nickname is Hands of Steel.
Ooh, man.
Roberto
big-
Duran.
He's a bit. Yeah,
Manos-
he's a
Manos
big.
how do you say
That
it?
was hands of rock.
Yeah.
Manos de
Hands of
piedra.
rock, yeah.
This
He
would
was-
be manos de hierro.
Hierro?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Neal, he's got serious hands.
How'd you get? Oh,
Neil to win by knockout, TKO, or DQ is plus 800.
I would keep an eye on that.
Wow.
I
I would
love-
just keep an eye on that.
everyone knows my strategy when you bet UFC. I like underdog to
Yeah.
the knockout
Obviously,
because
all the time.
everyone has a puncher's chance.
Every single buddy. That's why it's so hard to pick blue chips and this type of stuff because
Yeah,
something could go
one
wrong.
shot.
Give me a blue chip, man.
I'll take Bo Nickel as a blue chip for sure. Minus 2,000. That's what
Lock
blue chip.
it up.
Lock that in. Next fight, co-main event, title fight at flyweight for the women. Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso.
Oh yeah,
Valentina Shevchenko hasn't lost. I don't even know how many. Maybe a
so badass.
10-fight win streak at this point.
Wow.
So badass.
Technical, accurate. I would say though, a lot of people, it's a little. Sometimes the fights are considered boring to casual
Yeah.
fans, I guess, because you're kind of you want to see violence, and she's a little more technical. But I see Alexa Grasso doing something special.
Whoa.
I think so. I think so.
What?
Wow.
I think so.
So
I'm taking Alexa Grasso.
What?
And this is not because she's a beautiful woman. This is just off the fact. This is just off the fact she hasn't lost since 2019. Alexa Grasso. She lost to Carla Esparza at strawweight. This is a weight below. So
Carla.
this is maybe 115, I think
Yeah.
strawweight is. Comes up to flyweight. Ever since she's bumped up, 4-fight win streak against pretty much everyone in the top 10. I'm seeing this
Dude, me
as
and you-
something to
me and you,
possibly
we should
go
put
the
some money
distance.
on that.
I have no part of UFC.
To possibly to not
But-
to win by knockout or submission, anything
You
like
think
that.
to
I
win
think
the
to win
fight?
by distance.
What's the line?
Plus 550.
That's what
Wow.
I'm
Give it to me.
saying. We should
That
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Wow.
The distance decision, I think.
Wow.
definitely clip that shit because if we win, that's just going viral. Xander, we have
For sure. She's Shevchenko's had a couple close fights within the last couple
couple times.
fight.
She's had a couple
It's
good.
been,
Yes.
it's
That's
been
a
everyone's
big-
catching up.
big
Everyone's
line.
catching up. I think
and
as
she's
soon-
so technical. She's
Super.
so technical.
She's her nickname is a bullet. She's a scary woman. I'm not gonna lie. She is a scary woman. I'm
Wow.
pretty sure she's. I don't want to say.
Now you're just betting on this chick
Russian.
on pure hotness, is what you're saying.
That's what I said I didn't want to do.
Okay.
But I think the hotness also adds a little bit of a factor for
Okay.
Alexa Grasso.
Do you,
All right.
Do you,
Mexico's finest.
do you think the fight goes the distance?
I do.
Yes is at plus 125.
Wow. There's plus money everywhere in that fight.
Wow.
I want all the pluses on that fight.
All right.
I want it all. I want it all. Hammer the over.
Now let's go to the main event, baby.
John Jones.
John Jones, Cyril Gane. I'm gonna say something right now. That might be a little crazy.
Listen, you would be the first or the last.
I'm gonna throw
mug.
something out there just to throw it out
On
there in the
this show.
public internet feeds. I've been having a feeling
Oh no.
that Cyril Gane is gonna knock John Jones
Yes.
out cold.
Yes.
Jacob, you hear this bullshit?
I'm
Yes.
feeling it. I'm feeling it. Listen, this is not a factor of skill, anything like that. John Bones Jones is the greatest MMA fighter
Ever.
to step in there ever, to ever do it. When it comes to fighting inside of the cage, skill-wise, yes. Did everything that he has to do. I think bumping up to heavyweight with Cyril Gane, out of all people, probably the most technical striker at heavyweight right now.
Yes.
Francis Ngannou's out of the picture. Cyril Gane. I'm not really... Stipe Miocic, which was said today that
He's putting
Stipe
out a
Miocic is getting the winner in July of this
I
fight.
thought you say he's putting out a fire with Modelo beer somewhere.
he's gonna do that in June, and then he's gonna fight in July. I don't know.
I also feel this, Xander. I don't know if this is a good sign or bad sign, but this dude right here has been pumping up John Jones. He's like, this is over. It's not even a fight.
I think they're overlooking. I think they're overlooking.
I agree with you here,
What's
Xander.
the line?
John Jones is minus 180 and Cyril Gane's plus
Oh, that's
155.
tight.
Let's take Can we take Grasso parlayed to...
You can do whatever the fuck you
Cyril
want.
Gane to win by knockout, it's plus 500.
And that's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's either knockout or he's losing the fight and getting dominated bad.
Well, no. What the fuck?
No, I'm telling you, there's
You
two
sound like
ways
John
I see
Madden.
this. There's two ways I see this. Cyril Gane is either going to knock him out cold, or John Jones is going to dominate the fight and he's going to grapple. Because with every other fight with Cyril Gane, Francis Ngannou, perfect example, grappled the shit out of him.
Yes.
And Francis had 2 blown out knees. And he was never known for any type of grappling in any way. Not only did he take him down, he held him down there. And John Jones is a completely different... That's
On
a
the
completely
ground.
different story on the ground.
Yes.
He's
He
so
was taking
big.
down Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier is an Olympic-level wrestler.
Yes.
And he was taking down everybody. Chael Sonnen.
Everybody.
And what's crazy about John Jones is some of these fights, when he was fighting, it felt like he knew what that specific fighter was good at, and he intentionally went in there and did that to them.
That's how good.
That's exactly what he did, and he is the baddest man on the planet for doing that.
Yes.
Chael Sonnen was known for the ground and pound. Did that to Anderson Silva for 4.5 rounds, ended up getting caught in a triangle.
I wish his brother
talk
was the
about that.
baddest defensive end on the planet.
Chandler?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you, what is the knockout line again? For John Jones to get knocked out.
Plus 500.
Plus 500.
Dude, where are we watching this fight? Are we watching at the car lot?
No, I
CustomCars.com?
I can't. I got an event I got to go to tomorrow night.
Yes. Damn it.
I got an event tomorrow night.
I also have an event, so guys, I'm sorry.
I'm hoping they
So,
have it.
Xander, when is the last time that John Jones actually got, I've heard 2 years, 3 years, 5
In the
years.
ring.
Which one is it?
2019 against Dominic Reyes, I'm pretty
So
sure. was his
almost
last
4
fight.
years.
Almost
You can fact check
4
me on that one.
years.
Just about 4.
Like, come on,
and what's even funnier about that fight is it's controversial, as people saw Dominic Reyes winning that
Yes. And everyone just wants to crown
You
John
crown his
Jones.
fight. Easily.
Like, I don't get it.
It's because Joe Rogan said something like this. Obviously, when you judge somebody by their greatness, you judge them by when they were at the top. They're
Yeah.
the greatest.
I made the
Obviously.
mistake with Mike Tyson.
Yeah. When they're at the top,
You think that's where they are. And that's like, I hate to bring it back to the Raiders and Brady, but if we would have brought Brady to the Raiders, it would have been a disaster. He's just not who he was. And I think, like you think, I don't think John Jones it's 4 years, man.
it's a lot. It's
Give me a
lot
prediction
years.
of the fight.
It's a lot of years.
Give me one pick. I don't want to hear, John Jones might grab him and just stick him in a box. One shot. You had gun to your head. Who is it? Who's winning this fight?
Say it, Xander. Say it.
Say it. Don't be gunshot, baby. You already got the other chick at plus 1.2 million.
I'm taking Cyril Gane within the first
Yeah.
Within the first
Ring that
round?
bell.
Within the
There's
first,
two.
Ring that bell.
we're not blue chipping this
Two.
though. This
We're
is
not
not
blue
a blue
chipping.
chip.
No, we're not
We have
blue
an
chipping.
upset alert.
We're not blue chipping it. It's because this is my thing. Cyril Gane is fighting with nothing to lose.
I love it.
That is the most dangerous person. He's been looking like he's just laid back. Obviously, it's easy to judge when you're watching certain videos and you're like, he's not focused. He's not this. He's not that. It's easy to do that, but you are not really in their head. You don't know what's going
Xander,
on.
that's a story of my life.
You don't know what. You don't know.
I got nothing. People keep on underestimating me because I have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
man.
you know, when you don't have
Nobody
anything
knows
to
what's going
lose,
on in
this
his
is
head.
all- Think about it. This is all on John Jones right now.
It is.
This is all. This whole card, everything this week. Oh,
It's
John
all
Jones.
focused
does
on
reflect-
him.
All John Jones. John Jones coming up to heavyweight. How much is he? Like he's heavier, obviously. Heavier than Cyril, which is crazy by half a pound.
That is
Insane.
crazy.
John
Is he
Jones
gonna
going
be
to kick this dude in
sluggish?
the fucking temple in the first 10 seconds. Of
Is
the
he going to
fight.
be
That's all.
sluggish? Is he not going to be as quick? His fight IQ, obviously, is always going to be there. Always.
John Jones is
still-
going to have a butter roll when he
He's
comes
gonna-
out. He's going to have a roll.
He's going to do the DC
A
and
roll
tuck
of
it.
money.
He's going to do the DC and tuck it into the shorts.
Oh, shit.
By the
Every once in a
way,
while,
Cyril
it's adjustment.
Gahn to get a knockout in round 2 is plus 1,800.
Wow.
Dude.
And you saying before that?
I say within 2. I think second round.
What is it in the first round?
Plus 1,400.
Wow.
I might need to get a Bovada line.
It's a little $10. Throw a little $10 on it. Yeah, what's $10? Don't get a drink tonight. Throw 10 on the
Man,
throw 10 on
there you
Cyril.
go.
Dude, Xander, you came through with the gold. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you guys.
Compared to our last UFC segment, this was
That was unplanned.
this segment right here that you put together after missing the last one.
Oh my
this
God.
today
I had to
was
come- I had to come
Emmy
correct.
worthy.
This was
An
just
Emmy worthy segment
Yes.
compared to the last one we had,
I appreciate
which
that.
was should have got one of those awards that they give out at the
yeah. It was Zach
Shacked in a fool.
It was
Shacked and a Fool. That's what
I should have got shacked in a full
Jacked in a fool.
it was me and Zach staring at each other for 15 minutes.
Zach wasn't staring. Zach was staring at the TV like this, and Eddie's just fearing him like.
I'm like,
and
what?
Zach's just going, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was very interesting.
It's gonna be a fun fight card, though, man. I'm excited.
Listen, we thank Xander coming down. Listen, he
Of course. Thank you for having me.
worked on a Friday, had a tough drive here, like Rafa has. Everyone, I want to thank everyone for making this night happen. Episode 21. Do we want to make a tight nutrition?
You
announcement?
have to.
All right,
All right,
everyone.
guys. So Eddie's gonna read you guys something. We're sponsored by.
By TitanNutrition.net. Okay, amazing lady reached out to us on Instagram, and she saw She saw potential.
She saw two fat guys, and she's like, "Those two dudes, if they lose some weight, we're gonna make billions of
Yes,
dollars. And if
yes.
they don't, all they do is smoke and drink all day and eat Julios."
So listen, we're so excited to announce our new partnership, TitanNutrition.net. Titan Nutrition is one of the most trusted and respected companies out there. We've done our homework. You can find their products, supplement in stores all across the country, by the way. They have a crazy range of, we have some stuff right here. They have proteins. They have pre-workouts, vitamins, superfoods. All their products are backed by the GMP. They're using FDA monitored facilities. They do a third-party testing, which is super important. If you're a professional athlete, you need third-party testing. And by the way, they sent us samples. We're both taking right now.
We're just started. I'll be like, these fat motherfuckers ain't lost nothing.
It doesn't work.
It don't work.
No. We both started it. We're super excited. This is a great company, and we're so happy to join with them. Their website is TitanNutrition.net. To check out some of their amazing, they have crazy flavors: strawberry sorbet, cherry bomb, brownie batter.
This is that lava colada, by the way, which is also very good.
Yes, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Use our discount code 2NBDY at the checkout. Get 10% off and free shipping if you use our code. Click on the link. We're going to have a link. Click on that link. Again, that's TitanNutrition.net. Discount code 2NBDY. You guys will not be disappointed. We would never promote something that, first of all, Rafa and I weren't taking. Second of all, that we didn't do our research. And
Yeah, we're not just whores.
yes, no, definitely not. But this is, I have a bunch of products coming in, but we're so excited to do this. Listen, beach hoodie season's almost over, people.
Yeah, you got to get a beach bod. It's going to take us forever, but I'm going to try and get a little closer.
No. We're so excited to do this, and I think it's a great partnership because one, we need it
For sure.
and two, this is not like a fly by night company. This is already a well established company that has a very, very high quality product. So when they say third party tested, like we send protein and stuff to my son in North Carolina. He's like, Dad, is it third party tested? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we could only take stuff that because like Canelo, like you can't have.
We need to send him some tight
Yeah,
nutrition.
well, you can't have. Oh, it's the carne asada that has Winstrol in my beef. No, this is all tested and quality, high quality stuff. So we're very excited. We're gonna have more products here. We're gonna keep pushing this stuff, and I'm excited for our journey, man.
Yeah.
Because
Let's get it started. Let's lose some weight.
let's lose some weight. Pour me some, because we always like to go out with a little bit of music. Also, we like to go out. Eddie, you have anything to say?
Loved the wrestling talk today.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned something today.
Yeah, you don't need ACLs to compete.
I learned that wrestlers wrestle without ACLs.
Dude, toughest.
And Eddie Money's having trouble producing our show with one.
Yes.
Those guys can wrestle. This guy needs all of his to produce our show.
So I learned today that Xander is a guru. Like, I knew he knew his stuff, but man, Xander killed this segment. We would love to do a show live while watching this stuff. But thank you to Xander.
We might not be able to say some stuff.
Yeah,
if someone gets knocked out.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
But thanks to Rafa.
Thank you, guys.
Play that music.
Might be the last time you see me drinking wine, but
Episode 21. Thank you, everyone. Please check out TitanNutrition.net. Use code 2NBDY. You will have it on the link. 10% off, baby.